It's a blessing to me that we should meet. It's time to thank each in a seat and even those on their feet. Some didn't think we could do this back in 2003, but here we are. This is live stream, Podbean, hitting it off like 80s melodies from Aretha, that Tina T. Shout out to the Ink magazine. Nothing like that RESPECT that allows one to listen and the other to speak. If we seek, we can find the pod poet that's inside. However, we should remember a poem doesn't have to rhyme, and it can be a full page or just a few chat lines. You can be grown or a child. You or I may have the words the divine uses to save lives. But however you spend your time, right now, we are live. Welcome to the Pod Poets Lounge. Thank you for joining us. I am your host, Naquel, and with me are three dynamic people with stories to tell and poetry to share. We've been kicking it in the Pod Poets group chat and getting excited and ready. So it is delightful to see it come to fruition. So we're just going to go forward right now to episode 13. Time to relax in the lounge. Last show, man, the brilliant poet, writer, and soon-to-be author, Natasha Wrights came through, along with creative minds, the vegan chef, the host, the poet, and accompanying them was the poet and the businessman in the building tonight, Mr. Ambition. Shout out to you, brother. He was the winner in episode 12, and his work is actually going to be featured in the outstanding poetry, arts, and spoken word publication known as the Ink magazine. So, we are say bless up to the brethren, God's Ink, and the winner of tonight's game show gets 2 of their works as well, published in the August issue. So be sure to stay tuned and tell a friend to download the Podbean app, or you can head over to IG at _podpoets_lounge to follow and get the latest link to keep the link. Yeah. Now, I'm ready to meet these artists. And every vibe is a little bit different here at the lounge. No 2 Saturdays are the same. And so I'm appreciative that they accepted my invitation to come hang out with me and my pod peeps right here. You know what I mean? Big ups to those who've already checked in the chat. Appreciate it. So it's all about word, power, and sound energy. And I don't know about you, but I'm ready, man. I'm ready. Let's give them their welcome. Let's meet them right now. Please help me welcome to the show, Dean, Poetics, and the brother Fig. Show him some love. Give it to him. Greetings. Bless up, gentlemen. I can't hear y'all. Where y'all at?
Peace.
There we go. I'm doing all right.
It's litty to titty.
Getting it started. Peace. Poetics.
Yes,
there we are. There we are. Let me hear your voices. This is why we're here, to vibe, to chill and relax. Yes, indeed, man. I appreciate y'all very much. And I'm excited I was excited just reading your bios and getting to know you guys. And I know some of you I've recently got introduced to. Brother Poetics, I've known you for quite some time. But brothers, listen, man, relax, kick back, be yourself at the end of the day. But we hit a vibe and just chill. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right. So Poetics, my brother.
Yes, sir.
We're going to start with you, King. We're going to start with you, man. You are a visionary, you're a writer, poet, activist, actor, and I probably got to stop right here so that we can continue with the rest of the show because the list is long. Brother been doing it for a while, but one thing you are not is an entertainer. Now,
yes, sir.
Your last visual, My Love Poem,
yes,
for me is continuously pushing the art. I thought it was blacknificent. Can you tell the people where you from, how you've been maintaining your balance across your passions, and why you felt the need to let people know that you wouldn't wear that particular label of entertainer.
Wow, thank you. I appreciate that. Can you hear me clearly, bro?
Yes, sir.
So peace. First and foremost, I want to thank you, Naquel, for allowing me to come on here, man.
Love wise, brother.
I've known you for a little bit, so I'm always appreciative of your art form. To get into it, my name is Poetics. I go by Poetics. I am not an entertainer, as my brother has so eloquently put. I am based out of Atlanta right now, but me and Naquel done some work up in New York when I spent up there. Now, I believe the first question was what I do and why I do it.
Yep. How you balance your passions and
So my passion is truth. The truth is what inspires my spoken word. So all of my spoken word comes to me by my expression. The reason why I say I'm not an entertainer is because I believe that it is the job of a poet, the job of a speaker, to be a voice for the people, for social commentary. It's not your job to entertain. And I like to think about this the way I think about it, like to paint the picture. In the medieval times, when we had the king, he called in for the court jester. He called in for the entertainers to laugh, to make him laugh and to amuse him and to entertain him.
Right.
But he did not call the poets. The poets were there for the people. The poets spoke and voiced the people. They were griots. They were the ones that passed down oral tradition. They were the ones that passed down stories, wisdom, and knowledge. So when I speak of the art form of poetry, I believe that's our responsibility and not our responsibility to entertain simply for the oohs and ahs. But it's about time for us to fill people's consciousness with knowledge and wisdom. So that's why I use that. Yeah, I'm not sure. I can't remember the other question, but I just want to make sure I got that.
You covered it, brother. Appreciate it very much. Do you have something that you can share with us?
In terms of spoken word piece?
Yes.
Wow. All right. So we jumping right into it.
All right. If that's okay.
No, that's fine. It's fine. You already know, man. When you're ready, you don't got to get ready.
Hey,
but I do have a new piece. New piece that I've never performed before. You read it. So
fresh
I
ink.
apologize for everyone here being my guinea pigs to see how it goes. But this piece right here was kind of inspired by the times, but not so much specifically the times, but how the times make you feel. So you'll get this in the illusion. You'll get this in the actually in the spoken word. But what it is somebody asked me about a son. Now, for people that don't know, I don't have any kids. But this conversation came about when we started talking about, what you would want your family to be like, how would you raise your son, things like that. So this is called The Conversation.
Okay.
Give it to me. Thank you. Listen. No, really listen. It's gotten quiet lately. I don't believe it's done. See, I had a conversation about how I would raise my son. I started thinking about the violence that's yet to come. You see, I've lost all optimism when it comes to this American system, listening to the mentions of racism, and I'm wondering why we're still having this conversation. Whether or not my Black life mattered has never been up for debate. So if you look like me and you think like me, then you know we've always been an enemy to the state. I got the facts. I got the dates. You can check. But none of that matters. The only thing that matters is what we're going to do next. So I'm having a conversation about how I would raise my son. I said I'm thinking about naming him Nation. He'll be the first in the line of many. See, I'm going to teach him purpose. One of the things they cursed us with was the lack of direction and worthlessness. Now that all starts with identity. So then I'll start to break down the history. I'm not going to sell him the building. I'm just going to give him the foundation. I'll say, listen, Nation, you will rise and grow far and wide, strong and mighty, but first you must conquer your demons. Be sure not to fight, wrestle, or tangle with them for too long. Any energy spent is energy wasted. So for now, let's stick to the basics, Nation. If a man looks like you and thinks like you, welcome him with open arms. If a woman looks like you and thinks like you, then protect her from hurt and harm. Yes, there's a such thing as betrayal. And disloyalty. Yes, this life does come with cuts and bruises, slips and falls, ups and downs. But Nation, you're stronger with your brothers and sisters besides. And there's a real enemy out there that would love to see you divide. Now, with all that aside, let's get to the truth. The truth they've been trying to hide. So listen, nation. It's time you take your rightful placement out of the basement above the Mount Route. Out of the basements above the Mount Rushmore. This is more than culture thinking in terms of birthright and heritage. See, you'll hear statements after statements about this glorious portrait of the United States, and the majority will stay stuck in place running a race for the sake of a system that abuses them. But nation, there's something greater for you on the road to your destination. See, we're a spiritual people, one bound by the laws of nature, not by the laws of man. This allows us to endure and accomplish tremendous things. Some call it magic. Science can't explain it. Most can't figure it out, but I'm going to call it spirit. It's the connection to the Most High, and your faith is determined by the strength in the relationship. See, nation, in order to do right by the world, you have to first understand this creation. It's like a beautiful woman. She's meant to be understood and nurtured, not used and abused. Like most things in life, there's something sacred about it all. Gentle but firm, assertive yet patient. You'll have to master the balance along the way. See, harmony between man and woman, mother and child, is much like the stars to the skies and your brother to the sun. See, nation, it's important we respect the connection. Now, I would never tell you spiritual is all about the rainbows and butterflies, because neither is a spirit, because neither is a physical. The battle's on both sides, and we've been fighting for so long, it seems like this war is continual, like a constant clash between light and dark, because I don't like to use good or bad. Because they'll disguise what's right and wrong with the list of lies. Something about milk and honey, the free and the brave. Not really sure how it goes, but one thing I want you to know, nation, your ancestors fought and died for a truth that exists inside of you. And that truth, which you will grow to understand, is that life is alive and death is not the end. There's more to this world than we know. There's an energy we don't feel, a light we can't see, and a love that most days we don't even realize is there. And then there's you, nation, armed with the truth, off to conquer the world. But before you do, you must confront your fears, the doubts, the insecurity. And this is why we must know our true identity, to know who we are, to build for ourselves, to create self-sustainability. Now, nation, this is the challenge you've been faced with, because I don't want you to have to grow up listening to the same conversations over and over again. And I know, with so much to do, where do we begin? Buy the land, bring them in, allow the Most High to give you guidance. And remember, faith and patience. Amen. Rebel.
Brother.
That was called the conversation.
Woo! And that's fresh ink, yeah?
Yes, sir, man. I haven't even got on stage with that just yet.
Okay. I'm honored. I really am honored that you would do that, man. I appreciate that. Love. Yes.
I appreciate you, brother.
You got it, King. More to come from this brother, man. But for right now, chilling and relaxing. Deem, aka Wordplay by Deem. How are you doing, sir? Is he on mute? Maybe. He might be on mute.
All right, I'm back now.
All right.
Doing, man.
If he is, he needs to unmute. I think I heard a little something. Dave, that's you? Okay, yeah, you're breaking up. Can you?
Okay.
Yeah, you're breaking up pretty badly.
I can hear you. I don't know why I'm breaking here.
It's all good. Do you mind just call? Let me see. Might be called reconnect. Can you disconnect and reconnect? Yes, Brown Goddess. What's up?
Yeah, I can do that. I'll hang up.
Okay. All right. I appreciate it. Just to try to fix the connection. Thank you so much for coming through, Brown Goddess. Appreciate it. And yes, poetics, just pure fire. But the brother D, man, I cannot wait till he gets on the line. You guys, if you don't know, in for a treat, really deep, hard. That man's pen, man. Whew. There he's calling back. A lot of respect for this brother, and I just linked up with him recently. Start checking out his work. Really appreciate him accepting the invite. I can hear you. It's still choppy a little bit. Can you speak?
Yeah.
Yeah, the connection's pretty bad. There you go.
Okay.
That's a little bad. It was coming in.
Yeah. Let me close up the other option that I have my phone going on, so that helps everything.
Okay. And you can message me. I on IG.
How about now?
How about now? I was hearing you. Yeah, it's coming in clearer.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I just got a whole bunch of stuff that I had going on. That was a problem.
Okay. All right, no problem. Listen, man, let's try to work with it, man. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity. There's no guarantee I'll be able to get you brothers back here on the program with your vibe, your energy like this. So let's work with it. Deem, you are a family man. You are a poet, writer, dance instructor, and an IG dragon of sorts. And I mean that in the most respectable way. Your symbolisms, your imagery, your wordplay. I would never think that you're a professional competitive ballroom dancer and instructor at Arthur Murray's International Franchise Dance Studio. Like, mine, very, very intriguing. I want you to tell me something. What are 3 main ingredients that make you the poet you are?
First,
I'm struggling to hear you, Brother Dean. Hang on for me 1 second.
Can you hear me now?
The connection is pretty poor. I didn't hear much of your response just now. Let's try this. All right. Sorry about the technical glitch, folks. Appreciate your patience. All right, Deem, if you're still listening in, please try calling in one more time. Just try to.
Yeah.
Are you still there?
Okay, call again one time.
All right. Panel is showing me that I've only got Fig and Poetics. Okay. Yeah, Deem, if you can, try to reconnect. Okay. Just reading the message from Fig. I think you're connected now, Deem. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I really want to part, and I guess it was. I don't know. Hear you. The question was, what is it that makes me who I am, right?
You kind of were going in and out a little bit, but I was hearing you much better this time.
So I was going to say that I think the main thing that makes me as a person who I am is God. That's the main thing.
Okay.
I don't think there's any other ingredient.
Okay.
I am who I am because God made me this way.
Yeah. Yes.
And everything that I have is because He puts His opportunities in my
Very
path,
clear.
so that way I can get inspiration for me to see,
Okay.
for me to take from, for me to dissect, and that really is, even as far as like my success that I've had, whether it's in the ballroom dance scene or the dancing before that, or even spoken word. I'm not as good of a poet or as good of a dancer to be as far as I've gotten in my life. I know for a fact that I'm only as far as I've gotten because God's been there the entire time. He wants me to be where I am, and so I take that very seriously. I know
Indeed.
I haven't.
So
yeah.
Okay, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. So, what I'm hearing is that, because my follow-up question was going to be, how do you sort of maintain your balance across the different things that you're passionate about? And it sounds like an anchor for you is your faith, even when it comes to just maintaining. Okay.
Absolutely, yeah. So like I said,
Powerful.
I work really hard when I work really hard. But I'm not that kind of person who hustles 24/7. I'm not the Forbes $1 billion baby. I know that for a fact. And I'm humble enough to say that and be proud of that and recognize who I am. I know that a lot of the things that I have is because God just gave me. There's a saying that luck is when opportunity and preparation meet. I know that I'm only prepared because God did that, and I only got prepared because God gave it to me. So I'm never really lucky. I'm just blessed, very, very blessed, more blessed than I deserve. And so, yeah, my way of maintaining even what I do is through just God.
Well, you exude a great deal of gratitude to me. Do you have something that you can share with us?
Yeah, absolutely. Trying to think of what piece I want to share with you guys.
Okay, take your time.
So I primarily write poems about love.
Okay.
And I have a poem. It's a love poem for my mother. And it's actually an after poem. It's after a poet by the name of Will Allen. This poem is a little bit about my mom and who she is and what she means to me and where she came from.
Deep. Okay.
So hopefully you guys enjoy this.
Appreciate it. Yes, yes.
At 18, most of us are graduating high school, learning to drive, or deciding what job they want to hate for the rest of their lives. At 18, my mom came to a country where she spoke the language better than the people who lived in the country, but the people in the country treated her like she was equal, as if the Caribbean Sea and every ounce of her body wasn't as thick as the ice water in her veins. In their veins, their vain regard for her didn't care when she had to graduate from high school for a second time, although her mother nation was more advanced in their system, where she had to sacrifice pieces of herself for a family across the sea while still dreaming to expand her mind and change the world, make that same family proud. This nation hit her with hurricanes heavy, but she never faltered, never broke down, never released the floodgates because she had strong levees and a life jacket of faith. God has been, will be, and always will be her lifeguard. Strapped securely so that she could surf the storm seamlessly, safely, superbly with goddess-like grace. At 20, she gave birth to me with a support system as strong as the school system. She worked more jobs than hours she slept for, less income than she deserved, with dignity that she had to try and strive for. My mother worked hard. She was on public transportation more than she was in her own bed, hustling harder than the louder murmurs of the devil in her ear, trying to pry at her. At 27. She gave birth to my sister, blessed me with the first of a father figure in my crooked picture. My mother, in a country where the odds are stacked against you, the moment that you are birthed with melanin in your skin, she rose higher than the circus that she was given, higher than trees that bear no fruit. She planted the seeds for a rainforest to grow of palm trees. They could withstand the hurricanes that came to her, the ones that she surpassed already in the past. That forest is me. And my sister, our sweet pea, she raised me to be a warrior with poise. See, I'm 5'6", but she raised me to stand up like I'm 6'5". She taught me to know the power of a black man's voice, because hands of a black man can handle any situation temporarily. But your dreams can change the world indefinitely. My mother was a hero who didn't wear capes over her shoulders, just a conscious decision, a belief that she could never fail, and the strength to support the places that a full family should have fulfilled. Understand, my mother was much of an athlete, but she played every single position. She was teacher when the school curriculum lacked substance. She was enforcer when I questioned my greatness. She was anything but complacent. She was church on any day, father on Father's Day, media on game day, the only one who would stand for me when no one else could stand me or understand me. She understood that I wasn't the best wrestler on the squad, but she believed that I was too good to be getting pinned, so she would yell, "Malik, you gotta get up." She would speak into the atmosphere. If I ever tried to give up, she would never give up on me. So it's no exaggeration when I say my black mom, like every other black mom, is one of God's greatest creations. When grade school teachers told me that I wasn't going to make it, when they tried to trick and twist my IQ into ADHD, she would say that they were dyslexics. She would say that, boy, you will get an education. You will build a foundation. You will not go through what I went through or what I'm going through to raise you and put food on your table. She never called me a prince because it wasn't part of my namesake. See, I was deemed Malik. My name is Kadeem Malik. So they call me D Malik, and I was raised to rise as high as I need to reach the top of mountains and claim my title. I can't let anyone lie about my worth. I am worth more than $10 an hour. Understand? Like every black king, I too am the embodiment of willpower. She told me, can't no one ever check me, that I can get cut the best checks ever given to anyone, that I am a child of I am, and so I am because of I am, and I am here with I am, and standing strong. Raised by a brown goddess in human form, A daughter of the land of wood and water, with skin the color of sunken treasure, brown in. My mum, stern as a cool breeze in winter. Hand I needed anytime I were to fall. Hugs warmer than summer sun kissing my skin gave me more love in spring than Poland that watered my confidence when I was questioning myself. Understand? Mom, I can give you everything with my words, but nothing with my actions compared to yours. So I give you everything, including haiku. Mom gave everything, including her collarbone. So I gave her mine. To my mom, from your son, I love you and thank you.
Ooh, damn. Appreciate that, brother.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much.
No doubt, man. Ooh wee, that was so heartfelt. Oh man, wherever your mom is right now, she is feeling it. That's deep. I wish I wrote a poem like that for my mother. Like that's that type of poem, man. You made me like. How recent did you write that one?
I wrote this piece, I want to say about 3 weeks ago. It's, like I said, it's an after poem. A friend of mine, another poet who's been on Instagram scene, Will Allen, he wrote a poem for his mother called Shiro. So a lot of most of the structure, like from like the 1827, all those are all same structure as his poem, with my story. And I wrote that piece because Will, if I'm not mistaken, he's first generation like I am. And his mother is from Haiti. And the first thing he says in the poem was at 18, most of us are graduating high school, learning how to drive, or deciding what kind of job they want to have for the rest of our lives. And then goes on to say, at 18, my mother came into a country where she didn't speak the language. And then went to the at 20, she had me, and then at 23, she had my brother. And for me, my mother came to America from Montego Bay, Jamaica, when she was 18 years old. 18. Went to high school for the second time. She had me when she was 20. You know that, so like
because I heard a line in there.
So crazy, yeah.
You had a line in there just about like this section of what you're talking about, where you said she sacrificed pieces of herself. Like that really stood out to me, and I think that's a similar story, but definitely made it your own and just beautiful, beautiful. Dope piece.
Yeah, man. So like I when I wrote that piece, the main reason for writing, like I said, was that when Will was doing his poem and I heard it. Yeah. I was like, it's crazy how, again, it's not just a mother thing. Yeah. It's not just a black mother thing. I'm going to be biased when I say it's a West Indian woman thing. Okay. And so I wrote that piece because I know that me and Will are not going to be the only kids who have parents who came to America and struggled from the Caribbean. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed.
And so when I heard that piece, I was like, I got to do a piece like that piece because there's another kid somewhere out there like me and like Will have a sister or a brother raised by a single mother, just like us from the Caribbean countries who understand it. So that's why I wrote that poem.
And it's funny that you described that being a big part of it, because when you were reciting your piece, I thought about something Poetic said in his piece, where he mentioned a line there about protecting her from harm, protecting her from hurt, and said and from harm. And before that, he said something like, if you see yourself in her, something to that effect. And kind of what you're saying now is like, if someone else can see themselves a bit in your story, they can, it's like there's going to be some healing that happens there. Like that's what's supposed to take place. So that's dope.
Absolutely
appreciate that. All right.
Representation is the biggest thing. It's the biggest thing. So
indeed, man. Indeed, man. Thanks for bringing that kind of that topic, your story, to the light. My brother Fig, patiently waiting, time to get him into the mix. But he's in the chat though. He is active and definitely listening in quite closely. How you doing, Fig? Is he on mute? Unmute.
I was in the chat so much that the unmute button was trying to play hide and seek with me. I'm like, yo, bruh.
You have to find it.
Oh man, but I'm good. I'm alive. I'm so glad to be here. Thank you for
appreciate that, man.
Opportunity, my guy.
Hey, I'm so excited to have you, man. We barely know each other, but it feels like it's been a minute. It feels so real. Bro, you're extremely talented, and I enjoyed reading your story. You are a singer, writer, spoken word artist, and actor. You've been blessed to perform background for many musical greats like Mary J. Blige, John Legend, and Kathleen Battle, just to name a few. And you've graced stages like the Metropolitan Opera and Carnegie Hall. Them are big man things, yo. You know what I mean? I'm like, this brother's making moves.
Indeed.
Yeah, salutes are in order. I would like you to tell us where you're coming from and what continues to inspire you.
Well, born, bred, and raised in the Bronx of New York, Boogie Down, shout out.
Shout out to the BX.
I'm inspired. Thank you. I'm inspired by literally just about anything and everything. I don't take for granted things that happen in my life. I don't take for granted the days I'm allowed to breathe on this earth. I don't take for granted the people that are in my life. I don't take for granted anything. And
gotcha.
When you live your life knowing that you have a purpose, it's very easy to find a blessing, no matter how bad things are. So I'm so grateful. I'm so humbled, especially to be in a room with such loving people, especially to be on this feature with amazing artists too. So I'm just really soaking it all in, especially during a time like this where, being a person of color isn't really, the most uplifted thing. But it's a blessing to be a person of color because we are so amazing. So, and
that perspective, I think I know for me what sets your world apart. Caramel Poet is actually in the building right now. She's vibing with us, and she was actually on one of the previous shows. And it's funny because my mind just went to something I had asked her. I said, there's this quote that says, some people come into the world to change the world and other people come into the world to be changed by it. And I think, and her perspective on it was just very interesting, and it harkens me back to that, just the power in perspective, and how you're looking at it and the contribution you can make and the way you see yourself and where you are and all of that. And I love what you said, man. You just find inspiration wherever. That's dope. Not too many people got it like that, brother. So I love that energy, man. I really do. Do you have something that you can share with us?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes, yeah.
Since we're talking about family, all of a sudden, shout out to my one of my mentors, Caramel Poet. Shout out to her for even being in the book.
Caramel. Yes,
she's amazing. She's been
dope sister.
Dropping jewels on my crown and making sure that I be the best person I can be, not just as a poet, but as a person.
Yeah.
So I just appreciate her for that. My sister's also in here.
Hardcore supporter for real.
And family is so important, no matter if they take you through the bad or bring out the good in you. So with that being said, this is about my actual biological father. This poem. And it's called To My Black Fathers.
Okay.
I was sitting here thinking I was healed from the thought of you. But as I was looking through an old family photo album, I happened upon a picture. Nothing new about it since it dates back to when I was less than a year old. The picture captured one of the few times you ever held me in your arms. Actually claimed me as yours as if you were proud I was your babe, I was your babe, I was your baby, I was your baby boy. The new version of your DNA, the legacy you helped create, the emancipation in and of your heritage, the confirmation of blood, sweat, and tears, the meaning of what it means to mean something to someone like me, being the sketch you etched into history's history. How ironic it is that history repeats itself, constant loops being played in my mind, wondering why you didn't jump through hoops for me. Why I loathed parent-teacher conferences, knowing very well my teachers would only meet my one parent. Why I hate when people confuse daddy issues with being a mama's boy, wondering how can someone equate children with responsibilities and both be labeled abandoned, how you yoke a mother and me, yet find it so easy to leave, yet leave me with the impression of your footprint, stomping my heart into the grounds you have the nerve to trespass and leave behind a crime scene where love is supposed to be. My eyes having to birth the unseen sight of you leaving your mark. I trace my DNA back to you, yet you leave no trace of your presence in my life. This crime scene again, chalked by an outline with no reference of you on my timeline. There was only but so much yellow tape that can conceal the makeup of of my existence, and yet here I am, allowing you to break in and enter my heart again, stealing what little joy I used to have, robbing me of a childhood every child should have, the domestic violence of beating the stereotype of being a black son without a black father, this assault or historical black generational curses never being broken. My battery has no more energizer bunnies for you. I'd rather endure a cell than to ever allow these behind bars to drop, so it becomes easier for you to fail me, to disappoint me, to neglect me, to leave myself unforgiven, to leave my black skin unappreciated, to think of my Negro as a curse, to associate black men with inadequate submits and strewn, being fatherless with. That's just a thing that happens, because it's not just a thing that happens. It's a choice you make. It's a choice you made, and now I'm made to believe that present black fathers are just make believe, maybe believe. Black patriarchs are just a fairy tale no author has ever written. Makes me believe black fathers are just a myth, that nothing mythical about me is a creature, nothing fake about my real existence, nothing made up about my black boy joy, nothing wrong with this black skin of mine, nothing false about the truth of my existence, nothing right about being wrong. Yet when I write about you, it feels wrong to waste more ink, paper, and time dwelling on feeling like I'm just the truth you want to omit. Like you made a wrong decision impregnating a black woman who became a single black mother, who will always be a black queen, who happens to be my mother and my queen, yet here you are treating me like I'm a bad decision, as if I'm inconsequential to you. Oh, how inconsequential of me to be held hostage as your afterthought. How indirect of me being a direct message to the inbox of your DNA. How dare I be the sneeze that no one will bless you for? How dare I tell myself I'm not my father's forgotten child? How dare you treat me like a package with a return to sender label on it? How unbecoming of me to become more something that your small mind can't comprehend. I can't comprehend or understand. How can a black man black out their black children? How can a black man back out on their black children? How can a black man put their black children on a back burner and not run back to check on them? Does it ever occur to black men that they were once black children also? Do black men ever grow up and not outgrow their ignorance? Or do black men treat their inner black child the same way they do their black children? Something about this black has an evil way of showing its true colors. Am I not the right black for you? Am I not enough black for you? Or am I too black for you to claim as yours? See what you have caused. This trauma is too dark to be colored black. My mind can't see through this darkness. My heart can't ring around the rosy anymore. This black death always seems to resurrect itself out of its own ashes. This phoenix burns into black soot. The knots in my stomach are black holes that can't digest you anymore. But my voice box speaks for every black child who feels or felt forgotten. My hands clap for all black children who took their pain and colored it black and beautiful. My black fist rises in solidarity for the power it takes to stand tall when the world makes you feel small. My skin can't rewrite history, but it can make damn sure it regret it ever forgot about me. Like you love to forget that I'm your black child, like you regret ever creating a black son. You are my black, you are my father, you are my black father. I am your black son, I am your black, I am your son. And that's that piece.
Okay. Fig, that's a little heavy, bro. Ooh, give me a second. Let the mic cool off, and let me just.
I appreciate
man.
that piece was not easy to write.
No, man. Listen to me. I know pain, and I related to a lot of the pain that I heard. I heard my parts of my own story in that piece. Deep. Thank you so very much, yo, for letting that surface within you.
Thank you.
Whew. Oh, my pleasure, brother. My pleasure, man. This vibe is ours. We're gonna make it what we want. You know what I'm saying? So big ups to that. I appreciate it. I appreciate you, Deem and Poetics. Absolutely. I appreciate you, gentlemen. All right, so let's get ready. It's about time for some Pod Poets trivia. How we feeling out there? How we feeling? Okay? I hope we feeling all right. I see Deem is back. Thought I lost you on the panel for a second. Poetics, good. Okay. You gentlemen got your trivia hats on? Everybody's trivia hats good? Straight? Get a thumbs up?
I think so.
A-okay there? All right, Fig, I got you.
Did I miss something? I'm here.
All right, you there? No, we still here. Getting ready to get into the trivia game right now. So everybody unmute, unless you have to. and let's boogie with that. So I'm gonna do a quick explanation of the game. We got more word power sound coming for you later on, but let's get into it right now. I'm gonna read the question. The questions can be multiple choice or true or false. You're gonna lock in your choice. Tell me what you think the correct answer is. It's 1 point per correct answer. Unless I change my mind, it could happen. I've done it before. It may or may not happen. And I may even give you a chance to steal. We'll see. Sometimes we incorporate that as well. But some questions might be for one person, and some questions are going to be for the group. We'll see how things go. So, you guys ready for your questions?
Yep.
All right. Let's start with a quick test question. Based off of it's a throwback. Based off an ancient Chinese poem, this animated film tells the tale of a young woman who takes the place of her father in the Chinese army. What is the name of this film? Is it A? Who was that? And that was fast.
Dean.
Okay. And
well, thanks, Dean.
Oh, I see what we're working with.
Shoot.
I like stuff like this. Sorry.
All right, that's what's up. So you're in the perfect place. Let me go ahead and throw the categories in the chat right now so you guys can reference that. And the folks in the chat, PodPoets, everybody sees it. Okay. So our categories are the stuff folder, movie, IG Poets, episode number 12, Def Poetry Jam, Limerick, and this one as well. Throw that in there. Yeah, just make sure we get to it. You guys see all the categories, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right, fantastic. All right, let's get right into it. Poetics, you are up, sir.
Okay, all right, here we go.
Here we go. Pick a category for it.
I'm going to go ahead and pick IG Poet.
IG Poet. All right, first question. You've got to tell me which Instagram poet said this line. If you've ever been told you can't do something, then you understand what I mean when I say that the most relentless winds don't blow a forest fire out, they strengthen it. Who said this? Was it A, yours truly? Was it B? This is for everybody. Everybody can answer. Was it B, God's _Inc_ spoken word? Was it C, Marissa B. Crane? Or was it D, my _crumbled _thoughts?
Oh man, say that one. Can you say the line one more time?
Yes. If you've ever been told you can't do something, then you understand what I mean when I say that the most relentless winds don't blow a forest fire out, they strengthen it.
Okay, I'm gonna go with. Is this for everybody or just like how?
This is for everybody, and gonna get a little timer going, get you guys excited. Yeah.
Cool.
You don't have to wait. You can just tell me what you think the answer is.
I'm gonna say A. I'm gonna go with A. Yours truly.
All right. We got A. Okay. Dean, what do you think? And Fig?
I remember poems, so I know it's yours truly. It's spit poet.
Okay. And
Yeah, I really think it's yours truly.
you think it's yours truly as well? Okay. Unfortunately, this one was not. No, this one was not yours truly.
Don't tell me my crumbled thoughts.
It could be.
Don't tell me it was. Was it?
Because I was just talking to J Rose earlier today, so she gonna be mad at me if I forgot that. But nah, go ahead. I'm listening.
All right. Fig, category for you.
Give me.
So nobody got that
folder.
right. Which one? Stuff.
The stuff folder.
All right, you got it. Let's see if we can grab out of there. Okay, so you got to tell me who this person is. Okay, I'm going to give you 3 clues. First clue is there was a very serious allegation. The second clue is fitted hats. And the third clue is one of the 3 monkeys plus the word poetry. Who are we talking about? Anyone can answer. Let's get a timer going.
One of the three monkeys.
One of the three monkeys plus the word poetry. Who is this person? Using these three clues.
Is it Prentice Powell?
Nope. Good guess. Good guess. Good guess.
Oh boy.
He said I brought the harder questions this week. I didn't think this.
Yeah, ambition ain't lying.
All right. So Prentice Powell. No, it wasn't Prentice. Poetics. How you feeling about this one? And Fig, let me get your response.
I'm gonna.
If it's, I don't know. It's not Prentice. I'm trying to think. Oh man, is it Breeze?
It is not Breeze. Okay.
Okay, so is it my turn?
Yeah, it's you.
Okay, so we're going with 3 months. And what's the hint again?
There was a serious allegation involving this person. They're known for wearing fitted hats, and one of the three monkeys plus the word poetry is the third clue.
And so one of the three monkeys plus the poetry is his name.
Yep. Doesn't make up his name. Makes up another clue.
Shit. Huh? Nah. Listen, yeah.
Any guesses in the chat?
Alright, oh yeah. I mean, let me see what they got. What they got?
Stumped. I think they're kind of stumped right now.
Hell yeah.
All right, let me just give us the answer, Quell. All right. This one is
poetry.
It's Russell Simmons.
Russell
Simmons, and it's
What?
deaf.
Poetry.
I thought it was a poet. That's why I said Prentice Powell.
Right.
Oh, and the three blind monks. One's blind,
Yeah,
one's deaf,
I
and
got it was
one's.
deaf poetry, but I thought you were
I
saying
ain't
it
get
was
that.
a poet. I'm like, who else
Wow.
was gonna guess besides Prentice?
Okay, I see how
Damn,
we play.
man.
I see.
Over here,
I see how we
programming
play
us
now.
these E equals MC squared questions. Like, bro.
Not at all. You know what it is? I hear what you're saying, Dean. So if I had phrased the question in a way that said this is a poet and not just somebody associated with poetry,
Yeah, I was.
That would've probably
made a
helped,
lot
I
more
think.
sense.
Because I would have guessed Simmons.
I think it would have helped.
Ran deaf poetry.
I was looking for specific poets.
okay,
Yeah.
you too.
Right.
Okay, fair enough, gentlemen. That question could use some work. All right, I'll go back to the lab. I'll give it to you. All right, who's up? Dean, go ahead, brother. Give us a category, please.
What were the categories again, please?
They are the Stuff Folder, Movies, IG Poet, episode number 12, Def Poetry Jam, Limerick, and Word Whiz.
What does word whiz mean?
So is that the one you want to check out? Word Whiz.
What
You just want to know what it is?
Yeah, what is it? Before I say yes or no.
You know what? You need to look behind the door, man. Just guess what's behind the door and just go through the door. We're about to go through the door right now. Word Whiz, I'll tell you, it is a category where your skills and your vocabulary knowledge will be tested.
Word Whiz.
I guess
Yeah, let's do it.
your grammar might be
Damn, that
tested
was-
here. Like, okay,
That
you got it.
That was confident as hell. I like how you picked
Let's do
that.
it.
He said,
Yeah,
"Oh no,
that's
word
what's
whiz."
up. I mean, you should have been just as confident. Like, yo, Word Whiz. I don't even know what it is, but yo, Word Whiz. Let me get
I
it.
give credit where credit is due.
All right, you got it, Dean. Word Whiz, your first question, sir. You've got to tell me what word fills in this blank. The sentence is, my blank basketball skills have a lot of room for improvement. Which word fits
Oh,
best in here? Is it A, mature, B, nascent, or C, grown? This is for all of you guys.
Say it again one more time.
I'm gonna read the sentence.
So-
You tell me which.
So how do
of
we
the-
answer? Do we just call it out, or
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Mhm. You can tell me what you think
I'm
it
gonna
is.
say nascent?
Okay, we got nascent for poetics,
Nah,
nascent for fig, and to answer your question, Dean, The choices were mature, B, nascent, and C, grown. And which of these words best fits in the blank for the sentence, my blank basketball skills have a lot of room for improvement? She says on some other stuff.
Yeah.
Caramel, yeah. What do you think, Dean?
I said B. B?
You said B?
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Yes, yes, yes. All right, gentlemen, everybody is on the board. Give it up one time. And I think I had
Finally.
yeah, I mean. But Mr. Ambition, he had that one as well. Yes, okay. Caramel, stop it. You know I gave you all the
Right,
easy
Caramel. Thank you.
All right,
Yeah, I don't even know. I got about 3 textbooks open, encyclopedia, and Google.
Hey, I bro.
That is too funny. All right, so Poetics, you're actually up right now, brother.
I'm up. All right.
Yeah.
We gonna go with what was it? Let me see if I can see these topics one more time. I'm gonna go with. We haven't done limerick yet. Let's do limerick.
No, we have not.
jeez.
All right. This is a very rarely chosen topic, but let's go on with it.
I'm saying rare breed.
Indeed. Question: this type of poem. Oh, no, that's gonna give it away. That's gonna give it away.
Well, shit. Let me get it then.
Give it away, give it away, give it away.
Now,
Yeah, I'm with it.
Your question for this category is this type of poem, and then describe it. All right. So your question is this, poetic. So this is for everybody, but who is considered the father of limericks? Who is considered the father of limerick? Is it A, our dear brother, ancestor, James Baldwin? Or is it B, Edward Lear? Or is it C, Adam Clayton Powell? Shout out to Harlem. Or is it D, Winston Churchill and the English and the limerick? Deem, I heard that in your poem, bro.
Yes, sir. It was Edward Lear.
Okay, we
Can we
got
go-
B for Dean.
Can we say that one more time? Can we have the options one more time?
Absolutely. Was it A, James Baldwin, B, Edward Lear, C, Adam Clayton, or D, Winston Churchill?
I'm gonna go with Edward Lear.
You're gonna go with Lear? Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Edward Lear.
B as well. Okay, so we've got B across the board. Well, shout out to y'all. All right, nicely done. And the folks in the chat doing their thing. Okay. So with 2 points, 2 points each. So you guys are even right now. Let's get one more question in before we delve a little bit more into your stories and just feel a little bit of your gift. Who is up? That was Poetics.
Yes.
Oh, actually, let's bang up. Let's bang up 2 more questions. 2 more questions. Fig, go ahead, brother. What category for you, sir?
Oh man, let me check these tabs again. Let me check them out real quick.
Stuff folder, movie, IG poet, episode 12, Def Poetry Jam, limerick, and word whiz.
Let's go back to Word Whiz.
It's like that. Okay, we there. Say no more, brother. Your question is a spoken word artist or a poet more likely associated with the word A, raconteur, or B, aphasic? Which of these words is more likely related to a poet or a spoken word artist?
Oh boy.
The fuck? Caramel, you are too much.
Oh my god.
You wanted word whiz, so here we are. This is for everybody. So, Deem, can I get your response?
You said raconteur is one of them?
Yes. That's A.
That's somebody who talks in a skillful way, right? Who uses like who entertains.
Oh, is this how you deduce out loud?
I'm thinking about it.
I know, I'm just joking.
Sorry. I mean, I feel like a comedian could be a raconteur as well.
I think I'm gonna go with raconteur.
Okay, so Fig, I think it sounds like you locked in there.
I'm gonna go with the same thing, raconteur. I think it bleeds to recall, to tell, to say something, raconteur, to repeat something, or to, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go with raconteur.
Okay, all right, got you locked in there, bruh. Okay, and Deem, did you?
Yeah, and aphasic is a disease, right? That's a disorder. So yeah, raconteur is definitely the answer.
It definitely is. It definitely is.
What is
Yes,
it? Is it aphasia? Is that the disorder?
aphasia?
Yeah, that's the disorder, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
aphasia. Yeah, aphasia.
Yep. Correct.
Because I
It's actually when you
remember that word from high school.
Yeah, it's more like the opposite actually, where you might have trouble communicating. Okay, nicely deduced. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, let me just take a quick second. We wanna shout out the brother who had just entered the building. Give it up. God's Inc. We appreciate you coming through. If you don't already know, we have been collaborating and some beautiful things have been happening. So that's been really, really special. Really, really appreciate that, brother. Thank you for stopping by. Yes. All right. So that was good. Listen, we're actually tied. We're coming out of that first round tied with 3 points each. So give it up for yourselves. Nicely done. Y'all good?
Yeah, man.
Brother, all right. All right. That's what's up. Okay, let's get right into it. Brother Dean, you have been writing poems since you were 4 years old, and you've been performing since you were 14. And now you're 24, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Can you tell us what is your earliest memory of poetry?
My earliest memory of poetry.
Yeah.
I was a part of. I have a late birthday. So when I was 4, I was in kindergarten.
Okay.
And I was a part of an after-school program, and it was ran by this Rasta couple named Soai and Carol. That was the couple's name. That was their names.
Okay.
And so they taught djembe, and they taught us like spoken word poetry. They helped us with writing. They explained like the history of poetry to us. I learned how to. They talked about like the history of like of Jamaica and stuff like that. It was really, really cool, actually.
Can I ask you a quick question?
What's up?
What's djembe?
A djembe is an African drum.
Okay.
It's about like the size of a table side lamp.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay.
So they taught us djembe and poetry and
Dope.
the history of Jamaica. It wasn't a Jamaican program. We just happened to all be Jamaican children in this program.
Okay.
And like
okay.
one random Bosnian kid.
Okay.
And so we were all a part of this program. And the first poem I ever wrote was a poem about respect.
Okay.
Yeah, I actually remember
Love
it
that.
too because it was like the first poem I ever wrote.
Give me a couple lines.
Inject respect into your mind. What is mine to respect is may not be what you expect. Respect is like a closed door. The key is responsibility. That was the first poem I ever wrote.
I can't believe it. That doesn't sound like no first poem. But
that's the first poem I ever wrote. I never forget it because I said it all the time.
Man, you're born to do this, brother. And I'm glad that you actually did just a little snippet for me, because my next question, before I ask you to actually share something else with us, is when do you know when a piece is finished?
When do I know when a poem is finished?
Yeah.
I don't think I really ever know. I think poems can always be tweaked. The way I kind of tell is like I'll read a poem to myself. Like I'll read it and actually listen to my own words.
Okay.
And it feels like it's ended, as opposed to I feel like I finished reading. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll listen to everything I say as I say it.
Yeah.
And I feel like the poem has finished itself, like almost like music.
Yeah.
Then I know that I'm good.
Got you. Okay. I know that's a very unique process for poets and writers. All right. Do you have something that you can please share with us, brother?
Yeah. I'll do this one.
Stage is yours.
Okay?
Yes, I can. You're good.
So the first poem I did was for my mother, which makes it only appropriate for doing one for my father as well. So this one's for my dad.
Thoughtful.
We said goodbye to my father's father, and I am reminded of a proverb, Inna lillahi wa inna ilaihi raji'un. Verily to God we belong, to him we shall return. My dad is a Muslim, as am I, Sufi specific. That means we pray a lot. You know, the Muslims with the tasbihs, the beads, click clack, subhanallah. Me and my dad are tight. May it more taut than the string on a rosary. We are together all the time. He is the strongest man I've ever known. Only second to Roxanne, and she gave me my first breaths, taught me my first steps, the one true empress who gave me everything, including her collarbone. But I tell you, my father is no joke. Listen to the way the name Hassan leaves your throat, whistling through the air with the smell of sweet, straight fruit trees, floating like a butterfly with the buzzing of bees' knees, rubbing that sting like kettle drum hums. Gentle but strong, blowing through the breeze, my pops had fists that known to pop off like gunshots, delivering unto jinns and jinnal alike the fear of God. He is strong. He is black. He is intimidating. So every manner of Jim Crow and John Crow know to straighten up and fly right when in his line of sight. My father couldn't be farther from a peacekeeper, though. He is a paradox. Type of man to give you his last breath, to sponsor you with the last dime to his name. He's going to sacrifice his skin and his silhouette from his skeleton before letting anyone interrupt your run or beguile your name. See, never wanted to be like Mike, because they didn't fit the blueprint of my bones. I'm 5'6", not 6'5". But I wasn't raised that way anyway. I was raised to be like Mansa Musa, like Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, like Marcus Garvey, Robert Marley, Muhammad Ali, Malcolm X, like Martin Luther. I was never called a prince as a child because my parents were raising a king. My name is Nadim Malik. Most people call me Deem Malik. I was deemed Malik. See, I think it has a nice ring. My father is a maroon Muslim man, a Tijani from Trinidad. My friends used to call him my Trinidad. They used to vex me something bad. How dare you make fun of the TNT in me and I expect me to explode? I used to hold my breath until I grew violent and violent, but I'm light-skinned, and so when I'm angry, it shows. When I'm pissed off, they see red, and I see red as I see through them in a tear as a calm before a storm of thunder, lightning, rum-scented rage, and C4C. For a while, I used to question myself and keep this black bolt inside my voice box quiet. I recently realized how inhuman that was, and people took my shyness for weakness. People always get a rise from watching me cry, and so I don't do that much anymore. But when I did, my father would tell me that we were West Indians, so we were more seawater than most men. And most men are made mostly of water, and wise men know that sometimes you have to let things go. And the hurricanes have eyes too, so the water must flow, whether it's from the clouds or from your tear ducts. He would tell me, Dean, you cannot change the weather, but you can change the energy in the room. When he was sent back home because of things not working out in this home, the brine in my eyes calcified my soul. He always called me his right hand, and he wasn't wrong. He was my lighthouse, no matter where I was. He saw it coming, I suppose. I suppose I became a Hamza for the evil eyes of those who speak down on my father and his honor. See, I am in fact the keeper of my father. And ain't that something? Haters love to tell the firstborn son all the mistakes that his father made. And ain't that something? Whatless, boneless bastards of talking about back when. Remind me again how before I called him daddy, all the hoes did. As if that's some kind of compliment. And I remind you that Hassan would have raised even if your daddy didn't want to. It's not my fault your daddy didn't want you. Keep yourself. Find yourself, please. Tell me about how he did all the things that a woman call him Papa and Papa Show. I'll remind you that I can pop off too, and I don't got no time for you either. See, I know this. I was taught never to say hi or hello, because Dad said to be high is to be numb, and Dean, we're Muslim, so we know that hell is low. So my dad's not just handsome, he's a clever devil. My dad is smoother than a rolling stone, so that means everywhere he lays his hat becomes his home instantaneously. But at least everywhere he went, he saw and he conquered. As a child, you see, I'd always draw him awkward because he was always working. I'd draw him tired, with red eyes, haunting on pages of crayons and color boxes. Understand? Everyone knows that Dean plays with words, but know this: if you respect my father and my family, there will be no games. My pen is a split-tongued scimitar called Zulfikar compared to your sword. My mind has never been imprisoned, but if you shake me or cross mine, I will shank you and shake you with my metaphors and my metaphors because I know my femmes aren't worthless. Everyone tells me I get my skin from my mom. The freckles on my face, good luck, a graceful gift from my mom, my irie side of the gene pool. But my dad gave me his silver tongue. In exchange for 5 pillars, 5 prayers, 4 rakats, a nation under the power of 3, the addictive personality of tobacco, twin islands where soca and doubles are easy to come by, but there's only one type of season, but plenty of seasoning. There's 2 kinds of people, they're both created equal. There are those who party and those who pray. In Trinidad, Islam is not the large religion, but the Edan is not a fear, it's not simply a song to pray. And Juve is every day. On this island, we have all manner of fruits. We favor lime, and we ray, and we ray, and we ray. For we family, like I am. This is the end of the poem. My
in
father
peace.
is an Ibrahim in his own regard. I am one of many. All of my siblings are half siblings, but I never understood that phrase anyway. It never made much sense to me. See, I love my whole tribe wholeheartedly. This poem, this is my father specifically. Thank you.
You're welcome, man. That was beautiful, Dean.
Appreciate you, bro.
No doubt, brother. No doubt, man. Spitting it in there. I heard Fig say your pen game makes him feel like his needs to lift some weights or something like that. And honestly, man,
he knows he's a beast, man. That's a variation right there.
I love the support. I love the encouragement that flows in this community of poets, man. But definitely, man, I know me personally. Yeah, you brothers make me want to write. You brothers inspire me and make me want to get out there, man, and just put out my best work. So that was dope. Yes, appreciate that. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for sticking around, checking out the Pod Poets Lounge. Appreciate it very much. You are tuning in one more again with myself and 3 dynamic artists. Wordplay by Dean. Make sure you follow him. Figaro_Nagaro. Check him out. And the man at _poetics. Brilliant brothers here doing amazing work. And yeah, we're just gonna get to know him a little bit more before we get into some more trivia. And Figaro, you're right, brother. Now, digging into your background a little bit, I realized that your love for singing at such an early age, it really led you to becoming and like shaped, it really shaped your future. And you became a member of the world-renowned Boys Choir of Harlem. Now, I just see that music was so, and singing was so much a part of it, like it enwrapped you coming up. How did spoken word weave its way into your world, brother?
Ooh, well, the first time I really took writing seriously was back in middle school. And
Okay.
my 6th grade middle school teacher, her name is Stephanie Hayes.
Uh-huh.
She noticed my writing was quite different from the rest of the students in the class.
Uh-huh.
So since she also had a love for writing and stories and poetry, we used to have an after school program where we would like hone in on it. And my middle school also had a poetry slam team. So I never joined the poetry slams, but I did find my love for writing stories like that. And then I delved into writing poetry. And from there, I kind of kept it in my back pocket, only because at that point, I did it for me. I did it to, get away from being depressed all the time, or making sure that my mental was good. I wrote just for that reason, because it was a getaway from me. So coupling that with learning about writing and learning about so many poets and learning about so many different authors, I really honed in on reading so much in middle school that it kind of just went hand in hand for me. So I definitely point her for instilling that fire and seeing something in it.
That's dope. Do you have something that you can share with us right now?
Yeah, let's see. Ooh, okay. So this poem is called OCD, and you'll find out why.
Okay.
So many people stupidly tell me, you should tell your mom to have more kids. As if my mouth had dominance over my mother's womb, as if my saliva contained sperm cells, as if I was ignorant to the knowledge that I had the power to speak anything into existence, as if my mother's hips grew wide and tired of carrying legacies, as if maternity wards made misery manifest in my mother's mental stability. It's as if it was my mother's job to grant my selfish request for not being alone in this world. Mama, I'm sorry. Forever questioning God's plan for my life, for thinking you only had enough love for just me, for wondering if life was being stingy with your reproductive system, for trying to conceive why you didn't conceive more children, I guess. I should be coined with birthing the concept in my mind that using contraceptives is quite deceptive. Contraception drowns in deception. How deceitful betrayal can manifest in the form of OCD, obsessing over the fact I have compulsively thought about this disorder. Disorder is only for one. Not enough for two or more, feeling like a third world country living in 4D. Another thing we can blame 5G for, that's just foolish. I'm a fool for falling for the fallacy, feeling feelings I felt and fell for some folks who need to understand and probably never will. Will you close your eyes for me? Picture yourself dressed in your best, a room full of people decorated to your liking, the music playing as the soundtrack that welcomes you to the spotlight, shines so bright and you feel so dull and dim. They're watching you, but not really. They're too focused on the other people in the room. You're focused on making the most of this moment. Your feet moving to the beat, your body grooving to the rhythm. You bend your body to the breaks of this beautiful bounty of bops. You feel so free, dancing to your own beat. You accidentally bump into the other people in the room, but they don't pay attention to you. Your spotlight turns into a frenemy. It shines so bright, but no one is watching you. The room and its four walls forget you're in there. The walls close faster than a closed sign on a closed store that was never really closed. Your body is dancing by itself with only the music being its guide. Everyone else in the room knows you occupy a space, but doesn't know it's you. You're wondering, how can the spotlight be on me? Yet no one notices me. I came dressed to impress. I know how to dance. I bump into you, yet you feel no aftershock. Do I not take up enough space? Is my presence not a presence for you? Am I alone in this room? Are these people just stop? This is only but an ounce of the chaotic thoughts that obsessively, compulsively disorders someone with this OCD. Only child disorder. In a world where generations don't cease, where children are the definition of endless, where age doesn't constrict the construct of being someone's child, no matter how much you grow up or grow old, where time doesn't break or bend its back to back up the broken bones of feeling alone, where learning solitude is the best friend that's forced upon you. You learn the numbness of being by yourself isn't so bad. You toy with the thought of having toys for others to toy with. They don't understand that sharing toys with and by yourself is the only way you learned and knew how to be selfless. People will lack the capacity to see your big heart, regardless if it's worn on your sleeve. You've learned the harshness of blood being thicker than water, yet always thirsty for attention. The thirst traps you in the trap that traps your mind, thinking that being an only child is a trap trapped with the responsibility of being the only one carrying your legacy, swimming in loneliness because it's the only available ocean to drown in, scared to share your heart with people who don't share the same blood or heartbeat as you. Get you beat yourself into submission of the haymaker that roundhouse kicks your ass is rosy, rings you against the ropes with multiple rounds of realizing this reality. Being an only child doesn't make you a square, yet you circle this cycle like an endless ring. What a match this has become. Everyone loves being in the audience, but never lend a hand to so you can tag them into fight on your behalf. You a constant knockout. The world will be pay-per-view. Everyone bets on seeing you lose the fight against yourself. Your fists, paperweights, your feelings and emotions. Everyone's punching bag. The idea of you lasting 12 rounds, misfire. This fight is fixed no matter if you got a full clip, no previews, no extended clips. This lonely gun stays locked and loaded. You're strapped into a ride where you are the only passenger. These bullets be your imaginary friends, your shadow, holding and riding shotgun. The only target left to practice is you. It's you against the world, and the world always wins. That lonely gun fires the L's. You smoke and take high off the lows. You constantly feel that you always feel alone. always questioning your validity in the world. The thought of having siblings is not kismet. The term latchkey kid sinks its teeth in you as if you're the prey being hunted. You fight wars with and by yourself for so long. You forget how to put the gloves down and see you're the only revolution that hasn't ended. You don't have to walk around being endless battlefield. The world has your army ready to build and protect the kingdoms you have inside of you. So keep drinking water. Blood doesn't connection always bake, but the right people will always help you grow, watch you blossom, breathe life into you. So please, don't throw away your oxygen when being an only child suffocates you, because your photosynthesis is a story that will breathe life into others. And that's that piece.
Yes. Oh man.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much.
That's that piece. That was bad, man. Ooh.
Thank you, man. Thank you, man. Thank you. Y'all are so dope.
Man, listen, it takes one to know one. Oh man, I appreciate y'all so much. Bless up and thank you everyone who came through in the chat just a moment ago. Miss Drill, thank you. Appreciate you guys so very much for the love and the support. Our dear brother Poetics, I'm coming your direction, my brother. I gotta put a couple rounds in the air, man. Like bop bop bop, man. Listen, for the work that you do, bro. Seriously, man. We go back years and it's just the grind and the message. I got a few sort of rapid fire question for you, okay?
Peace. Yep, I'm here. Before we get started, man, I want to actually give a shout out to you, Naquel, man. I want to give everybody a little bit of background. I met Naquel. I traveled about 3 hours. Do you remember this day? I traveled about 3 hours.
That was my birthday.
Yeah, right. To a slam poetry competition that I was supposed to be in as well.
Theater 294, man. Shout out to them. Yes.
Shout out to Dylan. Shout out to Theater 294. We definitely, we go back, but I traveled 3 hours and I ended up being late to the slam competition. I was coming from Pennsylvania down to Long Island. But when I walked in on your performance.
Okay.
And brother, you killed it. When I walked in, and this had to have been about 5, at least 6 years ago.
Yeah, 2016.
2016, what was that? 4 years ago. So we walked in there, and the minute I heard your piece, I said, damn. I'm gonna have to come with some shit tonight. You know what I mean? But I just wanted to say that because I've been blessed to be surrounded with some dope artists and dope individuals. I remember we had a chance to sit down at that French fry bar down in Manhattan, and we had a conversation. And I don't know if you know, but that conversation was very meaningful to me. Yes. It was one of the first times that I got to experience like-minded individuals performing the same art. In the same lane. And I just appreciated that so much. So
me too.
Let's give a big shout out to Naquel for everything.
Man, right back at you, brother.
For sure.
Appreciate that, man. So love, yo. Word is born. So all right, he just made me feel all, you know what I mean? So I appreciate the love, man. Word is born. Appreciate that, Poetics. All right, I got your questions now, but it's a little rapid fire questions. So try to answer as quick as you can, you know.
Okay.
All right, let's see. First question. Favorite poet to listen to?
Oh, dang, gotcha. Favorite poet to listen to. Damn. if I say Naquel, is that cheating? Is that cheating if I say Naquel?
It's a gray area. It's a gray area.
But listen. All jokes aside, for the best poets to listen to, I like art. There's no particular poet that I would have to nail out, but there are poems that I like. Now there's a poem that is entitled Knock Knock. If y'all go on YouTube and type in Knock Knock, I forget the author's name, but there's a poem called Knock Knock, and that is the poem that made me want to write spoken word.
Dope. Okay.
It was a story about a son and a father. It was epic. But in terms of just this poets that I love to listen to, Naquel, without a doubt, is up there. And I'm not trying to get any bonus brownie points, but if you hear my brother, you understand that it's real.
Respect.
Once I came down to Pennsylvania, I mean, once I came down from Pennsylvania to Atlanta, I met poets in these communities, and there are poets like Milk the Greatness. I experienced Georgia Me. I experienced Chicago Red Storm. But I will have to say, my brother in arm, my pen and my partner in pen, I guess you could say, my man Ace Bigavelli. I believe you met him before, but he used to be one of the rebel poets when I was living in Pennsylvania.
Yes, fire,
I have
dope.
to go with that.
Conscious.
For sure.
Oof. Yes, indeed. Okay.
No doubt.
All right, I got a couple of the questions for you.
I try to keep it quick.
Do you prefer writing or typing your poetry?
Writing. Hands down. I don't type anything unless I need to create a book. I write everything down with a pen and pad.
Gotta feel that pen in your hand. Okay, and then poetry or spoken word?
Oh, spoken word for sure. Spoken word for sure, because I believe that there is a added element that you deliver with your message when you are performing it. I don't knock anybody, but in order for you to call yourself a spoken word artist, I believe that you have to memorize. You have to put in the time, because people underestimate how much time it takes and the repetition it takes for you to memorize and then act. It's not enough to just memorize it. You have to then go and perform it. So definitely spoken word. I believe that's the ultimate ring right there.
Got you. No, that's some serious insight right there. There's like a fusion that happens with the work, and then with you as you go through that process of like it becomes a part of you, and you memorize and so on, like you expressed. All right, brother. Speaking on fusing and poems becoming a part, give us something, brother. If you have one more piece that you could share.
No doubt, man. We can keep them coming. We can keep them coming, brother. We just keep writing. I would like to touch on. I want to touch on that last statement I made too, because this is something that I've always felt very dear to my heart about the power of the spoken word and the purpose of the pen. I do feel very, very, very strongly about performers stepping up onto the mic. We live in crazy times right now. And truth has to come from a certain source. A lot of times we're not going to get the truth from CNN, MSNBC, or Fox News or things like that, because there's always the bias. But for the people, actual people on the ground, doing grassroots and boots on the ground, they have to be able to understand the truth of what's going on. And because there's so much invested interest in narrative and invested interest in what people do, the truth gets misconstrued a lot of times. And when us as spoken word artists, I feel as though that we have taken on the responsibility of representing a truth, speaking for the voiceless, standing for the ones that have lost hope. That's our responsibility. So I take this art form very seriously. With that being said, I'm going to give y'all another new piece. I'm out here, I've been writing over this quarantine a little here and there.
There you go.
So I do have a couple pieces that I have not performed yet, and I want y'all to, give me an honest reaction and truth to it. But yeah, this is what I've been working on as I've been watching the world.
Indeed. All right, back over to us, bro.
Okay, this one has no title, but we're just gonna dive right into it. If you by the jury, they can call me guilty. They can call me guilty. If you by the judge, they can call me guilty. They can call me guilty. If you by the law, I will always be guilty. I will always be guilty. The origins of law enforcement come from slave patrol, which means by my calculation, the environment will produce the descendants of Klansmen or of any affiliations, who will then in return attack the men they were sent to bring back in. They will invade the community and spread fear with immunity, because if you by the jury, they can call me guilty. They can call me guilty. If you by the judge, you can call me guilty. You can call me guilty. If you by the law, I will always be guilty. I will always be guilty. Now, why would he come out the house with an AR-15? It would seem he just looking for a reason to pop things. But I done seen so much trauma in the eyes of my brothers and sisters. And after the tears dry and the smiles fade, it's in our nature to weather the storm. But we've been battling this downfall for so long, it seems like our entire existence is the road to perdition. So when we look at repair and reparations, before we look at economics and politics, let's talk about the fear they introduced into our psyche and their failure to acknowledge it. See, Corey and Johnny, they both left the crib with their AK about 30 in the clip. Now, how much pain does it take to push a peaceful person to the verge of violence? Because Johnny saw flashes of black women abused through the generations as he walks to the corner store, and the men victims of lynchings, and we could still hear the howls in the wind. And they tell you violence is a sin. But that PTSD keeps Corey up from late night to early morning, walking past the corner store where he saw the last breath of his nephew. And we got to keep going on until the sensation becomes normal. Whether it's by the hands of a crooked cop or black on black, there's no bringing him back. And let's not get off track, because I could track the cause and effect to whether it's a lack of economic development or crack epidemic. See, my people have been battling. But the measure of a man is how well he can protect. Provide and protect. So imagine the pain inside when your world is on fire, but their world keeps telling you to check your pride. Because Johnny and Corey walked outside strapped to the key, because they could no longer tolerate the hypocrisy. But I remember the late, great Marcus Garvey, who said, "Rise up, ye great people. You can accomplish what you will." So there's no reason to ask whether I'd rather carry that cold steel. This is deeper than policy. This is more about the human condition. See, this system has never been in our best interest, and I'm not assimilating just to fit in. See, they chased us as runaways, and we've been running ever since. So I carry this AK because it's time to take a stance. We could have our own. We just got to build it from within. The cure to racism is self-sustainability, to build our own communities. Because when we don't have to worry about them, that's what you call freedom. Because if they by the jury, they're going to call me guilty. If they by the judge, they're going to call me guilty. If they by the law, they can always be guilty. Now, we learned the hard way, democracy don't equal equality. Capitalism don't mean freedom. Facts don't mean the truth. And the proof is a poof of smoke away from an illusion. Pacing back and forth, they corrupted the law. How could I respect it? I wasn't the first to rebel. I just put a match to it. Tactics play over backwards with every headline and headshot. This is where it stops. All my brothers walk a little higher now. We heard the sounds of doors closing. Judgment could never budge as we define every stride. Check out his swagger. He walked like a ball player. My brother cool, calm, collected. He watch before he speak, walk before he teach, stumble and keep it smooth like he never missed a beat. My brother knows how to move. He keep his ears to the streets. See, America, this is how you made me. A product of pain, pride, and perdition. This is the land that's never been cleansed. And as for the men, women, and children, I just figured they saw too much. Had to do more with less. These stories ain't never been told. Sold the secrecy because we don't know anything about how to confess. Like, how do you repent? I don't remember the first time because we came up and drew our own lines, created our own rules and our own laws, then danced in the moonlight when others couldn't hear our song. Dangerous, dominant, diligent, thoughtful, resourceful. America, you made me strong when you did me wrong. Amen. Rebel.
Yes. Fire things.
My man.
You had so much gems in there, just tucked away, man. And you just brought them out. That's such a conscious, such a heavy, such a necessary piece, man. It's just right on time too with where we at right now historically. You know,
my man, appreciate you, good brother.
You already know, King. You already know, man. You're doing the good work out there, and that's what we need. So, love that piece right there. One more time, man.
Yes.
One time. That's what's up. All right, so we are about to get right into the next round of our trivia. It's about that time. So before we get right into it, though, I just want to quickly acknowledge the Ink magazine again, because the collaboration has been huge. And like I said earlier, the brother God's Ink, who is behind that, as an artist, you know, we do so much sometimes. Folks just don't know. So like Nivec Technologies and the work that brother is doing, Mr. Ambition. It's just great to have a platform to celebrate those sides of us as poets. And what we do is Black-owned businesses, our entrepreneurship, our own will and drive to be entrepreneurs and do what we do. So I just want to say, if you are interested in promoting your business on PodPoets Lounge, just let me know. DM me, and we can discuss, because the work that we're doing, the platforms like this, the vibe, the connection, the community, it's needed, and it's our own. So I intend to keep it just like that. So very excited about the support, about the collaboration, both on the individual level and in organizations that been working with in a small or large capacity to keep this platform and to just bring something of value back to our people. You know, poetry's done so much, and the people, like one of the stories earlier, you know, just a teacher can be the gateway for your life to literally change. So yeah, we definitely want to keep platforms like this up and running. So yeah, shout out real quick to the Ink Magazine and to our brothers and sisters that are doing a thing where that is concerned. So getting right into our next round of trivia. I think we're good and ready. We're coming out of the last round with a tie, actually. 3 points Poetics, 3 Figaro, and 3 Dean. But we have those same categories. And let's see how we could do. I think we need to break this tie, gentlemen. We definitely need to do something about this. So here we go. Poetics. Your turn to select a category for me, brother. You need me to throw them up again?
Yes, please. Yeah. Throw them up one more time.
You got it. Okay. Stuff folder.
All right, here we go.
How you feeling?
I'm good. Let's go movies. I'm a little bit of movie buff. Shooting a short film right now for everyone that's interested. We are shooting a short film called Mama, based off of a spoken word series that we did. So I hope that y'all enjoy and check it out.
Nice. That's what's up. You heard the man. All right, bro. Your question is this: the film that the category is based off of, it's one film. It's called The Prophet. The Prophet is a book of 26 prose poetry fables, and it was made into what type of a motion picture? Is it A, a short film? Is it B, an animated film? Is it C, a long film? Or is it D, an independent film? And this one is for everyone.
Can you say that one more time? The options?
Mm-hmm. Is it A, was it a short film? Was it B, an animated film? C, a very long film? Or was it D, an independent film? The movie is called The Prophet.
Oh shit! I don't think I've even seen The Prophet.
Didn't they make it into a cartoon movie, like an animated film?
Deem, are you locking in your answers?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. I'm gonna go with Deem. I'm gonna say animated.
Animated? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we've got 2 for animated. All right, Figaro, Negato, what say you?
Oh man, I'm gonna follow along because I remember this. I just can't remember it right now.
So you're going with the crew?
Yeah.
All right. The crew is correct.
Yo, we have to have a tiebreaker.
All right. Figaro, you're up. What category for you, sir?
Let's see. Let's go with IG Poet.
Okay. Next question for you. So I had a couple of the answers, actually, the poets who are answers and the choices actually on the show. So you got to tell me who is the poet that said this particular. Here we go. Poet said, "We are ghosts of ourselves until they come along. Love fills us in all our thin places. Love gives us skin." Who said this? Was it A, Talam AC? Was it B, Atticus Poetry? Was it C, Eric Crow Draven from episode number 9? Was it D, Furious Vanglorious from episode number 1, aka Furious Lord? Who gave us this line?
I don't know any of those poets, and I bet they're all
Neither do
amazing. But I cannot
Okay.
answer this question. I gotta.
Give me
give me a. I'm a believe in my homie Trill. I'm gonna go say C.
Okay. You're
That's
going
what
with
Trill
C?
said.
Okay, Eric Crow Draven.
But Trill didn't laugh, so.
Nah,
Oh,
man.
boy.
I know Trill got us. Cause what? I don't know any of them.
Okay. How you feeling
Mr.
about this
Anderson
one,
said
Poetics?
no. Wait, no. Wait, can I change my answer? Wait.
Nah, chill.
Let me change my answer. I'm going with B.
Yo, we phoning friends. We phoning friends.
I'm gonna go with B.
You locked it in.
I'm going with B. Chill. Wait.
Oh, nah, chill. See?
I know the tribe is in here. I know they are present.
Oh,
Hold up. Where we going? Where we going?
Kev, why
Where
did you speak up sooner, bro?
He locked it. He locked it. It was not B though. All right. So Fig, tell me why you feel it at Poetic.
He said I always pick C. I stay wrong.
Nice try. Nice try, Deem. I appreciate you trying.
He said I
would've done the same.
stay wrong. No,
Wait,
man. Yo, he should have said that when he put C up. He should have said that when he put C up.
facts. Oh, man.
All right, so-
Cool.
So out here leading the people astray like this.
Right.
Like, what you doing?
Right.
fully leading us astray.
Ooh, word.
Man.
Yo.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hold you. All right, so what's the answers right now? Because I'm either going with we all wrong or we all right. That's how I'm feeling right now.
Facts.
I'm gonna throw him back in the chat here. A was Talam AC. B was Atticus Poetry. C was the brother Eric Crow Draven, award-winning poet. Or was it D, Furious Vanglorious?
Okay, so did everyone answer except for me yet?
I'm
No,
not
I haven't
sure.
answered.
Fig didn't lock in. Yeah, Fig didn't lock in.
Okay. All right, so this is what I'm gonna do, right? You as well. He said pick C. You said don't pick C. Pick C. I'm about to block out my screen. All right, bet. But to be honest with you, from the line itself, I wanted to go with D, Furious Vanglorious.
Okay.
But that was before the hoopla, so I don't know. I'm gonna go with D though. I'm gonna go with D.
B as in boy?
No, D as in dog. D as in dog.
Okay, got you. All right. And Fig, did you lock in?
You know what? So Dean got B. Poetis got D. I'm about to run out the mid and hit up with the C. You know what? Shoot.
You're gonna go with C.
He
Okay.
believed in you, Trill.
Eric Crow Draven.
He said I stayed wrong though.
This one is actually B, Atticus.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
thank you, Kev. Thank you.
So who got it? Oh,
That was Dean.
Deem, you didn't get this. Right? Did Deem?
No,
did-
Dean said B.
He said B. Didn't he say it after?
No, wait, that's right, because Dean has said C
Something
first.
else.
That's right.
Yeah, Dean did
That's
get
right.
Mine after Mr. Ambition was like, yo, I got you, or the tribe came through and
Come on,
so I'm
Kev.
sorry, Deem.
Before Trill gets
So are we all tied? Are we all tied?
Tied.
We still all tied.
We all tied. That could have been a one though. That could have been a one. For real.
Facts.
All right, here we go. We about to the next after this question, the following questions are gonna be individual. Okay, fellas, because we gotta break this tie. We in the 10-minute
this is
10-minute
So when in
window.
doubt, go with me. Go ahead, Mr. Ambition.
All right.
Go ahead, dog.
So my brother, wordplay by Deem. I'm gonna say something about you and ask you to pick a category real quick. So what I wanted to say was, you scroll back up. I wanted to get this in there. Actually, no. Forget it. I think I asked you all the question that I wanted to. You can go ahead and give us a category, please.
You got the question. Okay. Well, there it was. I know you had limerick, you had words, you had film.
Yep. Let me scroll back up here. Limerick, episode 12, IG Poet, Def Poetry Jam, Word Whiz, your favorite. Let's see what we got. Let me throw them back in the chat here. Are they by your mind right now?
I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go with Def Jam Poetry.
Def Jam.
Oh, here they go.
All right, and this is for all of y'all. So here we go. On YouTube. Yeah, paste it in the chat, make it a lot quicker. All right, there's the question. So on YouTube, there is a video of the Poem C's perform. That's a duo performing their piece called "Cheatin'" on the Def Poetry Jam show. Now, which of these is not one of the comments on the video in YouTube?
Wait a minute, sir. What kind of question?
He said that which one of these is not a comment? Bro.
Video.
Bro, nah.
It's
Chloe had a setup. No, I want to
Def
read
Poetry Jam specifically.
Nah, player, you trying to get us? You don't want us to succeed.
You say we want to see go.
So here's the thing, though. Let's see. Let's see if we can eliminate some things here. Good luck. A. Poem was funny as hell, but they were speaking facts, though. Or was it B? You want to have your cake and eat it too? Party with the clown and balloons, pony ride and dancing baboons? LOL. Or was it C? I can't breathe. I'm laughing too damn hard. Or was it D? This shit was litty. This was a Def Poetry Jam video. When was this on? 2000.
I still can't get it. You want us to answer? The question is on a particular YouTube video.
Yes, within this time. You have 26, 25, 24, 23. Which comment was not a comment in the comment section of the YouTube video? You might have to guess this one.
I'm gonna go with B.
Okay. Poetics. Big.
Trill said it. C.
Good luck. Trill is thinking C. Okay.
So,
which was not a comment?
Can you read the comments one more time and tell me what the name of the spoken word was?
Yes, it was called. The piece was called "Cheatin'," and it was a duo of poets called Poem C's. And A was, that poem was funny as hell, but they were speaking facts though. Or was it B? Did somebody comment, you want to have your cake and eat it too? Party with the clown and the balloons, pony ride and dancing baboons? LOL. Or did somebody comment, I can't breathe, I'm laughing too damn hard? Or did they comment, this shit was litty?
Yeah, and you're asking for what wasn't there?
What was not there?
Shit. You said there was this shit funny as hell, this shit litty. What's the other two?
I can't breathe, I'm laughing so damn hard. There's something about you want your cake and eat it too. And some balloons.
Right.
Pony ride.
I'm gonna say cake and eat it too.
Okay. And Dean, what's your answer?
I already answered.
Oh, I'm sorry. What was it?
I
You said B.
I feel like too much retyping in the comments for a poetry comment.
Where's that?
That seems like too many words for a poetry comment.
Ah. See, that's the deduction of. Okay, so this one was D as in dog. This shit was litty. I don't even
I
think they were
was getting
using
ready
litty
to
back then.
say
They weren't
D
using-
because I didn't even lock my answer in.
Yeah, the term litty wasn't. Anyway.
I didn't even get to answer the question because I was getting ready to say D.
Nah, we're not listening to that. You should put that in early.
Well, it be like that
No,
sometimes.
'cause-
Indeed.
Nah, man, yeah, you had 30 seconds, player.
Word up.
Listen.
All right. Tie break. Let's get right into it.
All right.
Oh my
ready,
God.
Here we go. This is it. Crunch time.
All right, here we go.
Here we go. All right. This question, just for you, Poetics.
Okay.
Category, please, bro.
Do not pick Def Jam. Don't do it to yourself.
Right. Yeah, that's a whole setup.
Learn from my mistakes.
Don't pick IG Poets either because that's a setup too, bro.
That's also a setup.
Y'all, I'm gonna go with wordplay. Word whiz. So what's the one? Word whiz? Yeah, word whiz. I felt comfortable with my vocabulary skills.
All right, here we go, bro. This one's for you. All you.
All right.
I'm gonna put it in the chat as well so you can see the spelling. What do you do with a whetstone? Do you A, skip rocks with it? B, sharpen a knife? C, dig a hole? Or D, balance a table?
What?
Are we able to steal this one or no?
This is just poetic.
Just a poet.
Yeah.
Okay. So can you give me the ones again?
Yeah. What do you do with a whetstone? Do you A, skip rocks? B, sharpen a knife? C, dig a hole? Or D, balance a table?
Okay, well, balance the table ain't it because I balance the table with everything I got. I know it ain't. I know it's not skip a stone. What's the other two? I know it's not skip a stone. I know it's not balance the table. What's the other two?
B was sharpening a knife. A was skip rocks. B was sharpen a knife. C was dig a hole.
Oh, so it's only three?
And you eliminated D, which was balance a table.
Okay. All right. Say what's that? Sharpen the knife.
You got it, brother. Facts.
Hey, here we go.
Hey.
Here we go. I knew it wasn't no skip a stone. I know the stone that you throw to skip a stone. I know it wasn't one balance, no shit. Like, come on now.
I actually knew that right off the top of my head. I wanted that question.
Word. I had to use process of elimination.
I was so ready. I
was ready.
The Pod Poets knew that one as well. They threw me up there real quick.
Oh, damn.
They did. All right, so Fig, you're up, brother. Which one for you? What category?
Let's see what we about to do. You know what? Give me word whiz.
Word whiz. Okay. Let's find out. Tell me. Would somebody use a palfrey on their A, nose, B, ears, C, thighs, or D, none of the above? Where would you use a palfrey?
Man, palfrey.
No pressure, no stress, no pressure.
Oh boy.
Mr. Ambition thinks it's D.
Oh man.
No idea.
I would say D, none of the above.
I'm loving the chat vibe. Okay, you're going with D?
Yeah.
Okay. That was a good guess, but unfortunately not, brother. Oh, this one is Oh wait, I'm sorry. What you said? D is in dog?
Yes.
I'm about to mess up. You are correct.
Yo.
That is correct, actually.
Ooh.
That's right, Fig. Better tell them, bro. Listen, I know I didn't know what that was. It sounded like a Pokemon to me.
No, I know what that was.
All right.
God, I was like, what is that?
All right, and here we go. Wordplay by D. This one's just for you, bro. What category?
Word whiz, man. Stay where I stay strong.
Okay. You got it. Man knows himself. Here's the question. When is the best time to use peony? Is it A, 5 minutes before going to bed? Is it B, at a party? Or is it C, to improve your writing style? Or is it D, first thing in the morning? This is just for you, Dean.
What's the best time to use it? At a party.
This
I
trailer.
would say at a party, because a peony is a flower. So yeah, I'm gonna go with the party.
Correct, you are. Correct, you are.
In my head, I'm like, what the hell do you use?
Peonies fireworks.
Peonies are fireworks as well?
Mm-hmm. P-E-O-N-Y. Fireworks.
Yes, that's also a flower.
Interesting.
Yep.
That's why I was super confused. I was like, why would I use a flower?
Nicely done, though. Nicely done. So you're actually tied right now with the Brother Poetics. Okay. Fig played a very, very strong game, and we want to make sure we give it up for him. Yes, yes. Amazing individual. Appreciate you so much, brother, for playing. And let's let these two brothers now here.
Wait a minute. I got my question right though.
And I've got you at 4 points total. Your question just now was not correct.
No, I did get that right though. I had said D.
Oh, the Paul Free, correct? Oh, that's right. And I got that. I messed that one up. So we're tied.
Damn, Fig.
We're tied. We're tied.
Knock you out.
And that would have been no good. That's right, because I thought you got it wrong, so then I didn't tally. But you're correct. So Poetics, you actually have 5 right now. Dean has 5 right now. Big has 5 right now. We gotta break this, gentlemen. We gotta break this. Okay. Poetics, do you have time for one more?
Again?
Do you have time for one more? We're still tied up.
One more question? Yeah, for sure.
I bet. Get the categories for you. Let me know which feeling right now.
Listen, yeah, man. I ain't straying too far away from word whiz. You be hearing people you hear people with some breakers right here, man. So I'm gonna stick with word whiz.
It just made sense to me. A peony is looks like a firework. That's why they call fire. Now I get it. It makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, hold on, break it down for me because I didn't get it.
Shout out to Discovery.
Yeah, I didn't get it.
Because peonies flowers are really fluffy. Like when you see, yeah.
Yeah, it's
so when the fireworks break out, it looks like a
yes, actually,
blossom. Yep.
Yeah, it's actually that type of firework, particularly the ones that open up and blossom up when they burst in the air.
Yep.
That makes
Similar to that
sense.
flower.
I'm in the poem,
Yeah.
yo. On God.
That's why we're here for things like that. Now listen,
Cool.
Poetics, my bad,
Yes,
brother,
sir.
because we actually exhausted word whiz. That category is
It's over.
eliminated. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Damn,
Y'all ran
that's
through
saving
that.
grace.
Okay. So what I'm gonna go with is movie again.
Movie. All
Yeah,
right.
I'm gonna go movie.
You got it. Again, this is the movie called The Prophet. All right, and this is just
that's the movie we dealing with, The Prophet.
yes, it's called The Prophet.
Okay.
All right, so here we go. And y'all gotta bear with me, man. I can't make it too easy. I'm gonna try to keep it right in between. So here we go. This question. One of the scenes in this cartoon has a young girl running through the marketplace and she's knocking stuff over, knocking shit over. What caused the chaos? Did she A, get approached by a Jehovah's Witness? Did she B, lose control of her pet unicorn? Did she C, steal what looked like peppers? Or D, did she drop her mom's loaf of bread? What say you, good poet?
Like what? Let me see. I'm gonna go. And go do it one more time.
The question as well, or just the answers for you?
The answers.
Okay. A, did she get approached by a Jehovah's Witness? Was it B, did she lose control of her pet unicorn in the market? Or was it C, did she steal what looked like peppers? Or was it D, did she drop her mom's loaf of bread?
I wish I had this question, honestly.
I'm gonna say she stole. She stole what looks like to be peppers.
You are correct. Yes, Ken. That is correct. I bet. Figaro, you are up, my good man. What
Let's
category
get it.
for you?
Oh, let's.
And also, real quick, I just want to say thank you guys so much for sticking around. I appreciate y'all, those in the chat, and the gentleman and our special guest right here on the panel. Thank you so very much. See if we can get this tiebreaker done. All right. Talk to me, Fag.
Give me this stuff folder.
Stuff folder. Okay. Didn't hit this one too much today. All right. So this is a mix of stuff. Question for you. If there is a book that you want to read, but it hasn't been written yet, you must be the one to write it. Who gave us this quote? Was it A, Maya Angelou, B, Toni Morrison, C, Queen Latifah in episode 32 of Living Single, or D, Dennis Rodman?
Yo, that was so specific. Episode what? Was crazy.
Oh shoot! I think I know
you're
this
right.
one.
That was mad specific.
I think it's B, Toni Morrison.
B, Toni Morrison. You are going with Toni Morrison, and you are going with the correct answer, sir.
Woo!
Wow.
Wow.
Done. Not making it easy, huh? Okay, Deem. Talk to me, bro. How
What are
you
the categories
feeling?
I can choose from?
We still got Limerick,
Okay, your keys in here for you.
movie,
Okay.
IG Poet, episode 12, and your favorite as well, now that Poetry Jam. Seeing that Wiz is gone. New
Yeah,
favorite.
that's not my favorite no more. No, because I like that show, but you ruined it for me just now with the comment and section of a video on it. Absolutely not. Yeah, no, I'm picking Limerick on God. That's happening.
Limerick, it is?
Yeah.
You
That's
got
what
it.
we're doing, Limerick.
Okay. Hey, let's go test your Limerick skills right here, bro. I'm gonna read a poem to you, and you just gotta tell me who wrote this Limerick. And it goes
Oh,
like
geez.
this. There was an old man in a tree who was horribly bored by a bee. When they said, "Does it buzz?" he replied, "Yes, it does. It's a regular brute of a bee." Who gave us this? Was it A, put it in the chat here, Emily Dickinson? Was it B, Rita Collins? Or was it C, neither of them?
It was Edward Lear.
You are correct.
Edward Lear.
Neither got that one. Right. That was quick, man. You know your category. All right. We're tied up still.
I know that poet. That's the only reason why I knew that one.
Okay.
That's the only reason why I got lucky.
See, sometimes it's
Oh,
like
God,
Jeopardy.
my gosh, all right.
Sometimes you just don't know what you know. You're gonna be guessing at times, and that's part of the fun. We're gonna circle right back around to you, Poetics. Bruh, help me, man. Let's get this tiebreaker. Let's break this tiebreaker. Category for you, sir. We're still good on all these categories right now.
Okay. I'm gonna go with movie one more time.
All right, bet. Let's hop on over to there. Okay. Selma Hayek is the voice of the character, the little girl named Camilla, in that film. And she also, Selma Hayek, appeared in this action love story alongside Antonio Banderas that was called A, Desperate and in Love, B, Despacito, or C, the other D word, or was it D, Desperado?
Man, listen here. This should be a cheat code because this is one of my favorite movies. You know what I'm saying? So Desperado, which was also sequeled by Once Upon a Time in Mexico, which included my man. Nah, let me stop. But yeah, we're gonna go with Desperado. What? Y'all crazy. When my man broke out the guitar case with the machine gun, when he broke out the guitar case with the machine gun, dog, listen.
Yo. Oh man.
No doubt.
Yo. It's that one sticks in the mind for real.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh man. Yes, you got that, sir. You definitely got that one. All right, he got that. 7 points. Okay, he's leading the board. All right, Fig. You are both close on his tail. Go ahead, Fig. Let me get a category from you, brother.
We're going to stick with the stuff folder.
Okay, you got it. Let's hop on over to this one. Okay. So this comedian won this award. It was an award that was given. It's the Mark Twain Award. I don't know why I don't have it in the question there, but it's the Mark Twain Award. Who was the last comedian to receive this?
Yo, I don't know.
This is all yours, Fig.
Oh my God.
Fig, you fought a good fight. I appreciate you, bro.
This is not fair.
That's what happens when you go into stuff. You just don't know what
Oh
you're
man,
gonna get.
you know what? I'm gonna just take a wild guess, and I mean wild, and I'm gonna say Dave Chappelle.
Okay. That's not too far off. It's actually facts, man. Dave Chappelle, it is. Yes. The great Dave Chappelle.
See?
Come on, Fig. Come on, Fig.
Yo, how you praying on my downfall, bro? What's wrong with you?
Yo, I'm amazed, bro. That's crazy.
Google.
Yeah, fact. Oh, the
On my downfall.
Oh, man.
Yo.
Y'all are too much. All right, brother Dean, you are up here. You are up. Your category. And we still good on all these categories. Which one you feel?
So listen, if I pick the Deaf Poetry Jam, in theory, hypothetically speaking, will it be another crazy question like you just asked me earlier? Or can I trust you with this one?
No.
I need you to put your full confidence and trust in me. Did that sound like you should trust me? I don't know.
Hell no. Nah. Absolutely
I
not.
smell deception, bro.
right, Fig. All right.
That's a whole no.
That was a big ass bag of no. You said so. We got it's stuff. It's limerick.
IG Poet, movie, and episode 12.
I'm not gonna test my luck with limericks as much as I know limericks. I'm gonna go with stuff, and I hope I don't regret it.
Good luck. Okay, here we go.
Shit.
This is the next question up, my good man. In 65 BCE, Which Roman poet gave us the now famous Latin phrase carpe diem in his works? Was it A, Plato, B, Cicero, C, Lord Byron, or D, Horace?
Man, you know I love me some freaking ancient mythology. Yo, listen, it's Horace. Come on now. That's one of his
All
old.
right. He knew that
Come
one.
on now.
Man.
That was some good stuff. That's what I'm talking about.
That's what we want to hear. Yes.
Swagger jacking off my category, bro. I see how it is.
Nah, I know limericks to like up until Hot Frog by Edgar Allan Poe, and then I'm done. I'm not gonna test that one no more.
Oh, that's what's up, man. Y'all are making it very, very difficult. Okay, poetics, bruh. It's all you, King. Category for you.
Shit, here we go. We gonna go with is everything still live except for
Yep, we still Word Wiz was the only one that we think got rid of earlier. Everything
Okay.
else is still live.
Alright, let's stick it with movies. I'm a movie buff. Let's see what we got.
Yeah, you did well last time. Let's get right in it. Okay. Okay. All you gotta tell me is who produced this movie, The Prophet. Was it the Neptunes? Was it B, Selma Hayek? Was it C, Jordan Peele? Or D, Steven Spielberg?
Can you say that again? What were the options?
A, the Neptunes. B, Selma Hayek. C, Jordan Peele. D, Steven Spielberg.
But wasn't which one call it? You said it wasn't Peele. It wasn't Jordan Peele. What was the other options? It was Peele. He gone. I know he ain't do that.
A, the Neptunes. All right, Pharrell.
Right, that's out. No,
You never know, you know. B, Selma Hayek, and then D was Steven Spielberg.
Steven Spielberg or Salma Hayek. Yo, didn't you use Salma Hayek in a question earlier? Did you ask me about her earlier?
She did the voice. That's right, of a previous question. She was the voice of the.
And you
young
asked
girl,
me.
Camilla.
And you asked me if
This question is who produced that movie.
Oh, she produced it. Steven Spielberg, he don't do no animated film. Steven Spielberg don't do animated film. I'm gonna go with Salma Hayek.
Come on, gangster.
Facts, man. That was nailed it. Okay. The man is again leading the board, but y'all are hot on his tail. Okay. Figaro. Poetics leading the board with 8 points. Figaro.
Get on my nerves because I wanted him to get that question wrong. Yo.
No, I'm saying, no, you know what I mean?
It's anybody's game. Oh man.
Yo, give me my stuff.
You got it, boss. Let me hop right on over there. No, you could get anything here. Okay. Interesting. This is very interesting, this question, because check it out. Which 1920s author of the title Figs from Thistles, First Fig,
Wow.
okay, celebrates the lovely but fleeting burn of a candle? Which author brought us this? Figs from the Thistle, First Fig. Now, obviously, I don't know how you did this, okay? I don't know how you got this question.
I don't know how either, and I
It's all types of very interesting, and I got to clap for it, okay? It's just quite special. I don't know.
Big, I got faith in you because it's in your name, bro. You got this.
They don't like me. They don't like me.
They don't like none of us.
I'm gonna say, I know it's not Sylvia Plath because I'm very familiar. She doesn't have that book. And I know it's not Thomas Yeats. Dorothy. You know what? I'm gonna Another shot in the dark. I'm going with A.
All right, so you got night vision or something because it is Edmund
I got it right.
St. Vincent Millay. That question was meant for you, bruh. Okay.
Oh my
done.
gosh.
Very, very nicely done. Give it up. All right. He ain't playing, man. Okay, so 8. And coming up, Deem with 7 points. You're up. What category for you, brother?
Limerick.
You got it. Let's hop on over there.
I'm stressed. I want to do this. Shit.
So, this one is fun and often silly are the two key components in this type of poetry. But limericks also have to have is it A, double entendre, B, a rhyming pattern, C, alliteration directly after the second and third lines, or D, 10-line maximum?
Wait, one more time?
Fun and often silly are the two key components in this type of poetry, but limericks also have to have A, double entendres, B, rhyming pattern, C, alliteration directly after the second and third lines, or D, 10 lines maximum.
It has a specific rhyming pattern. It's AABBA.
That is correct.
Yeah, all the other shit sounded way out there. I remember limerick is AABBA. That's all I remember about limerick.
You got it. And it does have to have a five line maximum. So nicely done, bro. You know your categories, man. He is not trying to lose this one. But shout outs again to everybody that is still in the chat. Appreciate you sticking around. This is a marathon right now. These brothers are not playing. So let's get right into it, man. All right, Poetics, you're up, man. I know you want this, bro. What category for you now?
Man, all right. So, are we still all live on the board?
You got it.
All right. And we're gonna go right back with movies. I ain't gonna stay with what's been feeding me.
You got it. Bet. This question: how many world-class animators did it take to put this film together? How many world-class animators got involved on this project?
Man.
Hold on.
Googling.
Hold on, time out. What project? I didn't get the project.
It's the same movie. All the questions from the movie category are going to be for The Prophet.
Oh,
So,
okay.
My bad if that wasn't clear.
All right,
But
so
there were quite a few animators that worked on this one.
Yeah.
It was a very visual.
Fig.
Dope
Fig, we
film.
might be all right, Fig. We might be high.
No, he did not. No, you can't.
So I don't get I don't get no like multiple choice. Or
Oh,
nothing
you
like
sure
that.
do. You sure do.
Alright.
I put in the chat. Option A is 6. Option B is 7. Option C is 8, and D is 9. How many world-class animators?
Man, what the? Can you say that one more time? You got 6, 9.
Yeah, 6, 7, 8, or 9. How many world-class animators?
Man, listen here. I don't know how we 6, 9, or 8. Is it 6, 9, or 8?
6.
No,
7,
it's
8,
6,
9.
7, 8, 9.
6, 7, 8, 9.
Is that D?
Oh man.
Yo.
Looking for the
I
amount of
appreciate that
animators.
company, man. Oh my goodness. Thank you.
Can I phone a friend?
Yeah, no, you can't. This is down to the wire. This is all you, poet. You got to dig deep.
Ambition, like I don't even know.
Keep it in 100.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, yo, at least it
Welcome
wasn't
back.
Def Jam.
Yeah, Mo.
All right, so I'm gonna go with shit. I'm gonna go with 7.
Okay, he's locking in 7 for his answer. Unfortunately, not. That
That's
one
crazy.
is 6. Close though.
Is it 6?
6 animators worked on that film to bring it to the big screen. Good guess, nicely done. Good guess.
Appreciate it.
Still in it. You're still in it. Right now, it's still tied. Let's see what the brothers can do. Fig, you are up, King.
You already know what category I'm sticking with.
All about that stuff? Okay. Got it. So, question is, gotta build a little suspense, just a little bit suspense, not crazy. All right.
Can you say stuff again?
There's our question. Yep, same category. Sonia Renee Taylor, Fa Lu, Dominique Christina, and Aja Monet. If you don't know about these sisters, you need to check them out. But here's the question. They were all on what? Was it A, a website called forharriet.com, or B, a show called Versus in Atlanta, or C, a recent IG Live maxing at 36,000 views?
God.
You wildin'. Okay.
Yeah, that's something with the comment question. What's the comment on the video from Def Jam Poetry from 2006?
I'm saying.
Damn.
Oh my God. Okay, so we not saying A. I'm gonna have to give you B.
B, you gave us a show called Versus in Atlanta. Okay. Good guess, but no. Good guess. Still tied up here with Poetics. This one was actually a website.
Are you serious?
forharriet.com. Indeed. As serious as poetry is to me, man. I don't think it could get no more serious than this. All right. Deem, you are up, man. You've been patiently waiting. You've been watching all the excitement. You saw what happened with the previous 2 poets and their questions.
Sweating bullets.
The light, the spotlight, it's all on you, bro. Come on now. Tell us what category is speaking to you right now.
We still doing limericks. I'm not going nowhere
I knew that.
It's not happening. I'm not going nowhere else. And I don't know a lot about limericks, but I'm not going nowhere else.
All right, that I can respect that. I need you to finish. Make sure I got this right. Okay. Bear with me just a moment as I prep this question.
I smell failure coming in the air.
That's not failure.
I feel it coming, bro. He said finish.
I feel
gonna say
pressure.
finish this poem. I feel pressure. I feel the devil breathing down my neck. Yo.
All right. So this one is for you, my good man Dean. Question is, I need you to finish the 2 lines. You've got to finish the 2 lines in this children's limerick.
Okay.
There once was an ant named Jill, who
You
lived
know
inside a small hill, made completely of, and the only dirt she could stand was A. She worried she'd be crushed still. B. And the rain came with water and chills. C. The kids enjoy the thrill. Or D. Just the idea of mud made her ill.
Wait. Do that one more time.
The whole thing or multiple choice?
The whole thing that you got, and then multiple choice what they were.
You got it. So we got to finish this children's limerick. A, B, C, or D is going to be the last line of it. So here we go. Quote, there once was an ant named Jill who lived inside a small hill, made completely of blank and Are you able to understand this one? Is it clear enough? If it's not,
Understanding the limerick?
Yeah, just what it's asking for the limerick, and then to get to the last to predict what the last line is.
I think so.
Okay.
There once was an ant named Jill who lived inside a small hill. So that's AA.
Mm-hmm.
The limerick is AABBA, so it means it can't be. There once was an ant named Jill who lived inside a small hill made completely of blank and dirt, and the only dirt made completely of. Wait, what's the limerick one more time? Sorry, I think this makes sense.
Of exactly what it is?
Yeah, no, just what is the part that we have then? What am I filling in? So there once was an ant named Jill who lived inside a small.
That last rhyming line. So we got AABBA is supposed to be the limerick.
Okay, AA.
So Jill, hill, and stand. And each of the multiple choices here does meet that last rhyme scheme for that line.
Mm. The rain came with water and chills. I'm gonna go with A.
Okay. She worried she'll be crushed still.
Yeah.
Final answer. Okay.
Yeah.
Unfortunately not.
Well, shit.
Good try, though.
I was like, if I was an ant, what would I be afraid of?
Good try. Fellas, do you see where we at right now? So, Poetics, he didn't get that question right, but then Fig didn't get his question right. And you guys were getting every question right. I don't know what's going on, man, but I'm enjoying this, man. I gotta say, man, I really
secretly have a group chat going on.
I'm like,
right.
We got an alliance.
We don't have anything to do on a Saturday night. That's what's going on.
That's what's happening right now.
As much as I'm enjoying it, I have to have to respect your time. So here we go. We gotta find a way to. We gotta. I don't know how we're gonna do it. So here's the thing.
I'm good to keep going. It's just a joke.
Are
but,
you
know what I'm saying?
Are you sure? Because I'm trying.
Yeah, I'm here for it. I'm settled now. I'm committed. Damn it.
Word.
All right, I appreciate that. All right, that's mad love, yo. I appreciate that because it is your time.
I didn't
is your
pull out
time, and I
my
respect
third grade
this time.
English class on this right
Right. Right. I got an English teacher on the lifeline.
All right.
All right, that's what's up, man. Fellas, I appreciate that, man. Trust me, man. I really, really do, man. That's what's up. And the folks
You
that
done
are
started this, you gotta finish it.
word is going. And Pod Poets, Pod Peeps in the chat. Appreciate you guys sticking around as well. Obviously, they're loving it too. You know what I mean? Or else they would have booked already. But here we go. Let's wrap this up. Let's see if we can wrap this up. Poetics, my king, you are up with a category for us. And we're still looking good on all of them right now. I think we're coming close on stuff, but we're still good. So,
Okay.
how you feeling?
Oh man, I've been with movies so far, man. I feel like shit. I gotta stick with it, man. You know what I'm saying? My man over here, he nice with the limericks. I'm over here like confused.
Yo, for real.
Baffled off of these limericks. I'm like, oh shit. So I'm gonna stick to what I've been doing well so far, relatively. I'm gonna stick with the movies. I'm going with The Prophet. Let me know. I'm about to put it on. That's what I'm about to do.
All right, let's get it in. All right, your question is, what year was The Prophet published? Was it A, 1959? Was it B, 1989? Or was it C, 1923? And this is not the movie now.
Oh, okay.
This is that publication. Yep.
What was the years again?
1959, 1989, and 1923.
Oh, it can't be 1989 because you had said something earlier. You had mentioned something about it. It couldn't have been 80s. Couldn't have been 89. And what was the other two?
Let me just 1959, 89, and 23.
59, 89, and 23. I'm gonna go with 23. 1923. Yep.
You got it, boss. Yes.
Ooh.
Yes, that is correct. All right. Hey, he's back at it, folks.
Right, I thought I was over. I thought it was over for you, bro. I'm about to shut it down, man. I'm about to shut it down.
Yes, just a comeback. All right, yo, and that's the toughness, man. That's just the toughness and the grit that's built into my brothers, man. That's how they get down. If you ain't know now, you know. All right, Poetics. Well done. All right, Fig, talk to me, bro. How you feeling right now? Okay,
I want my damn stuff.
Fig said I'm back in it.
All right. Now you know what happens when you put your hand in stuff. You don't know what you're gonna get. So here we go. Tell me, which poet laureate delivered and spit with his breath and told you, Boudida, Boudida? Was it A, Juan Herrera, B, Amiri Baraka, or was it C, brother from the Last Poets, Abiodun?
Yo, it's so funny because I know the Last Poets. Oh man.
What? You know what?
Fig, you got screwed over on this question. I hope you got this though. I believe in you, bro.
You know what? This is not even. What?
Come on, Fig. You got this, Fig. Come on now. Come on.
Come on, Fig. Channel your inner Boudida.
Word is bond. You haven't failed Fig yet. You haven't failed Fig yet.
Channel your inner Google. Go ahead.
Yeah, get your search engine on, player.
Right.
Oh my god.
We don't
You
like
know
that.
what?
Nah.
Nah, he said,
Oh
nah.
my god.
Nah, they said enter Google. They said
At the booty. What?
Da booty, we do, Bob. You got this, bro. I believe in you.
And it's
Oh my god.
crazy thing is though, I do know this one.
it's kind of like
I feel like I know who it is too.
Yeah.
You know what? Another shot in the dark because I definitely don't know this. I'm gonna just go with B. I know it's wrong, but I'm just going with B. Oh, wow.
B is Amiri Baraka, the legend, the ancestor, the great. Facts are correct. It is.
Wait, what?
You're correct.
That's messed up. If you pick the freaking Africanist name on this list to make it Abu Bida, that's messed up, bro. That's a shot in the dark. You're gonna
What
have
are
Ben
you?
Juan
How
right
is
there.
Amiri
Yo,
Baraka versus Abi?
Because I was about to
don't
pick
know.
C on everything, bro. I promise you.
Nicely done, man. I don't know. You just know where to go to pull them out. Here you go. All right, Dean. You are up, bro. What's looking good for you right now?
Nothing. My heart's up my chest right now. I don't like it. What are they again? Limerick movies. What else?
IG Poet Movies, episode 12. Def Poetry Jam, still there.
I ain't touching that one again. I learned my lesson last time. I ain't going back to that. All the movie ones are about the Prophet, right? I've read the book ish. I'm gonna go with the Prophet. I'm gonna go with that one.
You got it.
Oh Lord.
Okay, your question is: when the interview with Selma Hayek, when that came out, for viewers to check it out, they had to watch it on the internet. What internet company, popular 90s internet company, studio, was the interview done at? So in other words, where was the interview done? Was it A, at Amazon's studios? Was it B, at AOL studios? C, Netscape studios? Or D, Facebook studios?
Man, C sound good.
I'm gonna guess that it's AOL because that shit's old as hell. And if I had to pick a old one, it's gonna be AOL. But I don't know because I didn't watch no interview about Selma Hayek and the Prophet, and so I'm just go with what sound old. AOL.
You are correct. Yes.
Come on.
Yes. You got it.
Come on, let's go, God.
Alright, you fellas ain't playing. Alright, let's get right back into it. Brother Poetics. Another category for you. See if you can take that lead.
The answer is C, Poetics. Just pick C, you got it, bro. The answer is C.
Oh man, so we still live on all of them, right?
Yes. Yep, Mr. Ambition. Facts. He was right.
Let's go. What's up? We were at the movies. The Prophet. Tell me about it.
You got it. Let's hop on over there. Yeah, that was a good guess, Mr. Ambition. Netscape. That would have been my guess as well. All right. So, Prophet. Here we go. First audience member, excuse me, with a question during the interview about the film, started her question by saying that she herself was not Lebanese, but that her husband was, and that they, was it A, they loved their Oaxacan grandmother, or B, half-seas had that they had a half-seas Lebanese child, excuse me, or was it C, that they preferred Selma Hayek's previous works more than the Prophet, or was it D, they enjoyed the movie very, very much? Caramel is thinking it's D. So if you're still with me on this is a person that had a question at the interview. This is the first person that had the person was in the audience at the interview at the AOL studios, and this was the first person to ask a question. And they said a couple things. She said, "Hi, my name is da da da. I am not Lebanese, but my husband is, and we blank. Is it A, we love our Oaxacan grandmother? What was that? What was I hearing just now?
So, look. Yo, if you talking about me, yo, if you talking about me, I got a drone flying in my house right now. Now, all seriousness, I got a drone flying in my house right now. We about to shoot this short film tomorrow.
Okay, you got a boogie.
And we're testing out the drone.
All right, so you got to go, right, Poetics?
No, I don't gotta go, but that was the sound in the background. I'm testing out the drone.
Oh, okay, I got you. I did not even put two and two together. Okay, I saw in the chat, they said it was the video from the interview at AOL.
I heard some Utu.
I don't know what y'all talking about.
Heard some Utubie.
I have no idea what y'all talking about. I don't even know what are y'all talking about? Y'all talking about YouTube? Y'all talking about YouTube? I don't know nothing about YouTube. What is that? How you spell it?
That part, is that from the words category?
Is that word? Is that word whiz? I thought word whiz was over. All right. So give me the question again.
All right. So the question was, what was the last thing that this person said in addition to these two things? She said that I am not Lebanese, but my husband is from Lebanon. And then she said one other thing. I'm gonna put the questions back in the chat. And the choices are: did she say that they love their Oaxacan grandmother, or B, that they had they went half seas on a Lebanese child, or did she say C, she preferred Salma Hayek's previous works more, or was it D, that she enjoyed the movie very, very much?
I'm gonna go with D. She enjoyed the movie.
Okay.
I'm just saying, it just makes sense. That's all. It just makes sense.
All right, very good guess, but unfortunately, man.
Oh man,
good guess though. This one, the lady said her and her husband went half seas on a Lebanese child. She literally said that, half seas on a Lebanese child.
That a person who's not brown would say. Sounds about right.
Yep.
All right.
Half on a
well
baby.
Played, though. Yeah. Well played. All
right, no doubt.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Fig, my brother, you are up, sir. What category for you? Why are we laughing? I don't know why we're laughing. Must have clicked the wrong button. Go ahead.
Give me my stuff.
You got it.
Oh, Fig really love his stuff. Don't touch his stuff.
All right. Got one more for you here. All right, so you gotta put your hand in some stuff, okay? And you don't know what's on it, but this is what's on it. Question for you. This quote is from a poem. All you gotta do is tell me who said it. That's it. She said, I know laughter sounds like bubble wrap, and it's my favorite part of unpacking boxes. When I smile, I squint my eyes. I know men with deep diaphragm laughter and ladybugs aren't really ladies. I know they like to follow me into the subway when I need to be reminded of magic. Who said this? Was it A, Rita Dove, B, Natasha Trethewey, C, Zora Neale Hurston, or D, Aja Monet? Who brought us this line?
Man, you get this. You got the dub. Yeah, you got this.
Neale Hurston shit. What's that sound like?
Oh.
But that's a whole bar though, cause like,
yeah,
no, for real,
ladies, that's fucking crazy. Whoever this is a beast.
Oh boy, here we go with these shots in the dark again.
Yeah, right. Cause you get this, you got the dub.
You know what? Just in the spirit of her name being mentioned before, I'm gonna go with D.
What letter? I'm sorry.
D.
He said D.
Aja Monet. Nicely done, brother.
Oh,
Yes,
man.
you got
Say
it.
word.
Yes, you did get that one. Aja Monet. Powerful sister, powerful words. It's nice. All right, nicely done.
Miss
How we
Poetic
feel?
Soul said, "Boo."
Chat is still with us, and I appreciate it. We definitely might be able to get, time permitting, get a little after our Poet Lounge vibe. Karma was asking Fig if he had that little piece. So we'll see what happens. All right, so we got to give it up. We do want to give it up real quick to Fig. Nicely done, sir, for taking the lead at 10 points. But it can be gone in a flash. Deem is still on the board. Brother, what category for you? You are up. Limerick.
Yeah, bro. Bring him back. I'm gonna pull a Fig. I like my stuff. Damn it. Give me Limerick.
Lim is Rick.
Yo, I'm mad hot, and I don't get hot. I'm Jamaican. This is not okay, bro. Like, I don't want to lose, but I'm like...
In this question, I think I need a fan too over here. The father of limericks published a book called what? Was it A, poetry and cherry picking? B, limericks are our friends? C, a book of nonsense? Or D, silly willy poetry?
Wait a minute, I'm sorry, what?
The father of limericks published a book called A.
You mean Edward Lear, right? That's what we're talking about?
Yes. Yeah, we are.
Okay,
Yep.
cool. Scared me for, I'm like, I don't,
your man.
like, is that another father? Okay, cool. Go ahead.
What was the title of the book? Was it A, poetry and cherry picking? B, limericks are our friends? C, a book of nonsense? Or D, silly willy poetry?
Limericks are friends.
Commences Google search.
Commences Google search. He wrote some really fucking weird poems. So I want to say it's either gonna be like it's either silly willy or the book of nonsense. Karma will love me, I swear. Fuck. A book of nonsense.
A book of nonsense? A book of nonsense, really? Well, that is correct.
Don't play with me, bro. That's not okay. That's terrible. That's terrible. I can't breathe. This ain't right.
Very well done.
I can't. Oh man.
Well done, fellas.
This is not funny.
Well,
it's not funny at all, Fig. Say it again, bro. This is not funny.
Here's what's happening, though.
Poetic got the easy way out.
Yo, on God.
It was a serious push to the finish line, and I think we are here because guess what? Deem limericks is done. Category no mas. No comfort zone there for you. If it was, I don't know, maybe. And stuff. No mas. There is no more stuff.
I knew it.
So we're getting rid of the comfort zone for you folks right now. You've exhausted. So let's see if we can make you a little bit uncomfortable. And let's break this tie. We're down to the last two. We're feeling good out here. We've got... Let me refresh the categories and I'll repost them in the chat here. Just a few of them.
No.
IG
We
Poet is
almost
still
feel
up.
like, yo, what is
Episode
this?
12. Poetics.
Oh my god.
So I'm gonna tell you right now, I
Great
definitely ain't
poet.
watched episode 12, so I don't know the answers to any of them questions.
Okay, sir. So
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna,
it's nice to know you found a
And
comfort.
there's
A new
no
comfort
more
zone.
no
Def
more
Jam.
Def Jam. We still got episode 12. IG Poet. Let me see. Movie.
we don't have no
Oh,
more other movies.
nope.
Damn.
No more movie.
Poets can breathe now. Oh God.
Oh my god, yo. Boy, give, give me.
Wait, so there's no more movies, no more words, no more limerick, and no more stuff. Oh man.
Yeah.
This is horrible.
All right.
Give
Go ahead.
me,
Go ahead, Fig.
give me Def Poetry Jam.
Fig, you a brave man, cause I wasn't going back to that motherfucker. It wasn't happening.
Salute, salute, salute. But you gonna get that work. Here it comes. I didn't say that to try to intimidate you. The questions are not that hard.
Well, good job, you did it.
Yeah, scared me for Fig too. I was like, nope.
All right, here we go. Your question is, each live stream session is limited to 180 minutes. This session will be ended in 2 minutes. Gentlemen. Hey, what's up, everyone? It's me, Naquel. So what just happened there is literally the podcast recording stream was cut off right in the middle of the show. My fault, obviously. Right? Should have planned better. It's a little embarrassing. But it made for a historic and a very epic podcast at the PodPoets Lounge. And so the guests had a great time. So did I. So here it is, folks. Part 2 of episode 13. Sent them a message. Yes, Fig. Welcome back. Dean, thank you so much for coming back. My apologies, gents. Sorry about that. Hey.
Yo, my heart.
Yo, I was okay
sorry.
with not. I was okay with it being at that tie. The first time in history. Like, no, I can't take no more stress. I can't take no more stress, bro.
Oh boy,
A little bit
nah.
more. Just more. For us to break this tie. All right. So since it's both of you guys, I'm so glad that you both came back on. We can and we might have to announce it. Us along with Mr. Ambition as the one witness, announce it to the good folks. But thank you so much. I really appreciate you calling back, getting back into the live. Thank you. Because what I'm going to do is we'll just continue here, and then I'll just do my edits and reattach it to the other audio file. Because each session that closes is a separate audio file. But that was me. I forgot the 3 hours time limit and then just so engaged in our game. Like, so, all right, here we go. Where were we? I think we were still looking at the remaining categories. So let me put those back up real quick. And then we'll have, I think it was
Def Jam, because he was being
big. Yes, that's right. Thank you. Yep. Big
yeah, it was.
All right, bet.
Okay, he did that.
Okay. Got your question here, Fig. When she performed Full Figure Potential, the poet Georgia Me came on stage in all except A, an ankh necklace, B, her locks in an updo, or C, a Professor Ashraquazi t-shirt promoting his film African History and Spirituality, The Origin of the Bible, or D,
What?
beautiful blue dress. She came on stage in all of these except
What?
Fig, I'm sorry.
Oh,
Just
you
like
know
that.
what?
I'm sorry.
Fig, gentlemen,
Oh,
this question went out with the answer. You see there? If you look close, that asterisk next to the Bible one. So we can't use this one. We can't use that one.
Damn.
That might be a good thing or a bad thing for you, Fig. I don't know yet because it sounded like that question may have sent you into the thinking world, deep. I got another
you
one
know
for you.
what?
I need a cigarette.
Yo,
I think I might need one after this too. All right, here we go. All right, Fig, I got you on this one, bro. Sorry about that just now. Good question. Flo Mentals appeared and delivered his piece called "They Call Me Drama" on Def Poetry Jam, which was not a dramatic metaphor described in the poem. Which was not a dramatic metaphor described in the poem.
you know what?
Oh, Jesus.
Was it
I am the used condom under the bed that the mate found. I am the roach crawling across your TV screen every time you got company.
There you
I
go.
am the cook in the kitchen and Spike in the punch. I'm that hole in your stock when you try on new sneakers.
Okay, and I'm that typo in the multiple choice that should have been sock.
I'm that hole in your sock when you know what? Okay. They call me
had a feeling.
drama.
I like how you're doing it because that's actually how he did it. It's like they call me drama.
Me drama.
I'm that. So this might help you. That approach might help you.
Which was not a
Which
dramatic
would
metaphor?
cause the most
Yes, which
drama.
So like which one did he not say? Or like which one was not
Exactly.
dramatic?
Which
Which one did he not say?
Yep.
Which one did he not? Okay, so the used condom causes drama. I'm the roach crawling across your TV every time you got. That would cause drama. The cook in the kitchen and the Spike in the punch. And the hole in the sock. That's a problem. So you know what? By elimination, I'm going with C.
You're gonna go with C. I am the cook in the kitchen and the Spike in the punch. Yes, brother. You got it. Nicely done, man. I love the analytical skills there. Yeah, I ain't playing around.
Yo, Dean. We sticking with that poetry jam, honestly.
Yo, we have to. I'm not going to IG Poets. I don't know y'all like that. I promise I don't.
Keep it 100, man.
I don't even remember my own poems like that. Like, come on.
All right, here we go. But you never know who does, and that's one of the beauties about that category and why I created it is to sprinkle a little shine on each other in our little communities, because we know each other. And yeah, you might not always know, but you might have heard this or that. So just one of a kind. Def Poetry Jam it is. But here I just gotta say, Fig leading the board, 11 points. Deem on his tail. Let's get into the Def Poetry Jam category. Okay, the next question for you. Yeah, it was funny. All right, here we go. Def Poetry Jam's Broadway run helped them to achieve a blank. Was it A, a Tony Award, B, National Poetry Award, C, an Oscar Achievement Award, or D, a Grammy Award?
It couldn't be like, who said this line? Kind of like, what? I don't like you.
We did all those.
Oh, man.
What is it again? Which award did they win?
Was it A, a Tony Award, B, National Poetry Award, C, an Oscar Achievement Award, or D, a Grammy Award?
Didn't they get their Tony Award winner? I don't know if they actually the National Poetry Award, but I think they got a Tony Award.
Okay, very strong guess. Peace Poetics, thank you for coming back through, brother. Appreciate you.
He said all of the above additions to the bro.
I think you're right, Mr. Ambition. Something in there is correct, but you got it. Tony Award it is. Well done. Well played, Dean. Right down to the wire. Listen, man, I got to say this about y'all, including Poetics. The way y'all are playing this game, y'all handle stress quite well. Contrary to what you said earlier, Dean. Contrary to what you said earlier.
You just can't see us right now. That's why you think so.
Yo,
I'm gonna tell you right
yo,
now.
I done lost like
I'm rocking
yo,
back
I
and
done
forth
lost-
in my seat.
Welcome
Fig is
back,
twiddling
Poetics.
his thumbs and his toes. We not handling this one at all.
I'm sweating in my lawn chair like it's a 90-degree outdoor barbecue, bro, and I'm sitting next to the grill like,
It's not that bad. Come on.
yo.
Yeah, brothers are not playing, man. I'm serious, yo. All right. 11-11. The tie continues. All right, Fig. Give it to me, King. What category for you? Which one you think is going to take it?
We ain't straying from their poetry jam. Nah.
All right.
Yeah, we're gonna stay
Got
right
it.
there. We right there like Will Smith and Hitch. We're gonna stay right here. This is where you live. This is your realm. You ain't going nowhere else, man.
Here we go. In developing the pilot episode for Def Poetry Jam, a trial performance was staged at, was it A, the African American Museum in Philadelphia, B, the African American Museum in Washington, D.C., C, the African American Museum in Hempstead, Long Island, or D, the New Eurekan Poets Cafe in NYC?
Damn, Fig.
In developing the pilot episode for Def Poetry Jam, a trial performance was staged where?
You know what?
I had to get my Alice in Wonderland on just to find this question. I like digging it.
You know what? Dang, Nabbit.
Tell us, Fig.
I'm not okay. We doing this process of elimination.
You always good at that.
Okay,
No,
so I'm not picking C. I'm not picking Hempstead. No, because we should do better than that. And I don't
Damn.
remember. I've never heard of them being at the New York Region.
That's crazy. I was thinking it's either DC or it was New Eurekan.
You know what? My name is Andre, so I'm gonna just pick the letter A.
Well done, Andre.
What?
Well done.
Yo, nah,
What?
no.
The crowd is going
No.
wild right now.
Yeah.
Nah.
Did you really do that? Did you just? Yeah, because
Okay, no.
you are the truth, man. From that
Oh.
question earlier, you
Well, my name is Andre, so
very
No, this is not fun.
yo.
all right.
I
Oh.
wish
my
that worked out to the SAT
God.
exam. Well, my name's Kadeem, so K. What? That's bugged out.
Oh, you're crazy. Yo, well done. I don't know how, but you know him, boy. You know where to pick him. All right, Dean. You know how to pick him too, man. That's why we're here right now. That's why we're at this particular point. Okay, over 3 hours in, bro. Here we go. What category for you, King?
Def Jam poetry.
He got Google wired in his mind.
This dude Fig built different, yo. Never in my life. They might say, well, you know, my name begins with an A, so.
So deaf poetry for you?
Yeah, deaf poetry.
All right, bet. You got it. Question is, Blue Note Records is the label that co-founder of Def Poetry Jam, Danny Simmons, used to release his CD of spoken word, which was accompanied by, what was the instrument it was accompanied by?
Wait, sorry. Can you bring that back? Because I didn't hear you at all. I can see it. Never
Okay, no
mind.
problem. I was a little bit away from the mic. What instrument accompanied the spoken word on Danny Simmons' album, CD, spoken word CD?
First of all, I don't even know who Danny Simmons is. Number one.
Russell Simmons' brother.
Okay, cool. A hip hop violinist, a classical pianist, or a jazz bassist. Modern Sounds by Major Lazer, so it's not that one. That was not going to be. Because I can't imagine poetry and Pon de Floor at the same time. It's not D. I feel like it's too gangster for it to be either classical pianist or for it to be so it's not classical pianist. It's either a hip hop violinist or a jazz bassist. I'm not with this.
You brothers, y'all are smart. You brothers are very intelligent, man.
Who the hell is Danny Simmons?
And you tell me about these questions, man. I gotta come up with questions that challenge y'all, man. Y'all are smart, man. And even if you don't know the answer straight off,
No, we're under a whole lot of damn stress. That's what it is.
Handle it well. I gotta say, y'all are very
Right.
intelligent brothers, man. Do your thing.
Yeah. Let me think about this real quick. So you said it's either jazz bassist or a hip hop violinist. And it's Def Jam poetry. Fig's name starts with an A. Which means it's either A or a C. Man.
Can't, man.
I'm stressing.
Don't stress. That you can't. You're not allowed to stress.
Yo,
Can't do it.
Kinda. This is okay. A or C. See, I feel like C makes the most sense because it's the most like beatnik kind of like spoken word type vibe. But I feel like also because the Simmons are extra, they have a hip hop violinist playing in the background. I don't like it.
Why are you gonna stress us out with this music, bro?
Yo,
I did it for you. I gotta do it for him too.
Dang. I hope I don't regret this. Because Figs started with the A, I'm gonna go with A. It was hip hop violinist.
That is a great guess.
Bro,
but it is not the correct answer. The
What? It's not the
correct
correct
answer is jazz bassist.
Fuck!
This.
What?
Ladies
No,
and gentlemen.
I was like, it's a great answer.
Yes.
It's a great answer. Yo, I should have brought
Oh,
the jazz. Yo,
wow.
come on. 'Cause that
Yes,
makes the most
we
sense.
gotta
Oh,
give it
they're extra. I want my money back. Oh, I'm
So well played. So well played.
Big. How come you're
Oh,
That's
Brothers,
messed up.
brothers.
I was about to literally be like, yo, my guy's name is Kadeem. And since we don't have any K's, I'd have been like, yo, C is another sound.
I thought about that too, but I was like, nah, we're gonna go with A, damn it.
I love it. Yo, but y'all.
Oh, man.
You guys are dope, man. Listen, I had such a ball I really enjoyed just listening to how you guys deduced your questions. It was such a treat, but
Damn.
well played, man. Oh my God, so well played. Let's make some noise. Let's make some serious noise for all of the special guests for tonight's program. Really, really got to big y'all up. Appreciate you so very much. Let me head on over. Unfortunately, because of what happened with the previous live, we don't have Poetics, but he actually did check back in here early. I saw him, but then he left again. But we just want to acknowledge him real quick, along with you too, for accepting the invitation. Thank you so much for coming through.
Thank you, man.
You are very, very welcome. I'm going to ask both of you if you could please take a moment and just tell the folks whatever else you'd like them to leave with, anything you've got coming up, any shows, anything, real quick before we wrap up and I close the show. Go ahead, Dean.
What I want people to know, from as far as my stuff goes, tomorrow I'm going to be doing going to be a part of a showcase of poets with the Nation of Poets Instagram page at the Nation of Poets. It's going to be it's a mainly Somalian based community, Somalian poets and Muslim poets alike.
And you're busy this weekend, right? I saw that post earlier.
So today I had 3 different features I've been a part of so far today. So I think the biggest thing for people to know is, no problem, man. No problem at all. I'm happy to be here. This is fun. It's probably the most fun that between the one I did earlier with the SDDN movement, with the students organization, and this one right now is probably the 2 most fun ones I've done.
That means a lot. Thank you.
Yeah, people just continue to be happy. There is going to be drama in every waking moment of our lives. Especially like with all these Insta poets and stuff who are out there who are doing their thing, performing and like have egos or whatever else, or whatever drama happens. Don't let anybody ruin your 24 hours in the course of 5 minutes. That's what I want everybody to know. Don't let nobody ruin your 24 hours. On God, don't let that happen.
Yes.
We do that too often, and that surpasses this poetry stuff. That surpasses like work. That's like even with the Black Lives Matter movement and all these races. Don't let nobody stress you out to a point where they can ruin your 24 hours in 5 minutes.
Yes, sir.
Because we do that too often as people. Like, I say as artists, we're sensitive about our shit. That's a fact, but we can't let nobody ruin our lives over it. That's all I got for you guys.
Appreciate that so very much. Definitely, man. Got to take care of ourselves. Powerful message. All right, Fig. Talk to the folks.
Well, I enjoyed myself. This is probably the most fun.
That's what I want to hear. Yes.
Take time for yourself. Be good to yourself. Love yourself because you deserve it.
Brother.
Legit, everything Dean said. Wasting your time on this drama. No nonsense. There's enough nonsense happening in the world. You ain't gotta add yourself to it. You just don't protect your energy, protect your spirit, protect your mind, body, and soul at all costs.
Right. Say it again. They didn't hear you, Pastor.
You stupid. Protect yourself in every way possible.
Yes, sir.
They don't want us here. They don't want us breathing. They don't want us. They don't want us to prosper. They don't want us to eat fried chicken. They don't want us out here getting whole Negro dinners, getting our bellies full, prospering. They don't want none of it. They don't want our smoke, but they want all the smoke. So love yourself and know that I love you. If nobody else has told you today, you matter. We matter. Black lives will always and forever matter on top of everybody else. I'm just saying, you know what? And I'm here. I love you. I support everybody because that's what we all do need at the very end of the day. Support. No matter what.
Word.
Because if we don't support each other, who will? So, that's
very
me.
well said. Thank you so much.
Yo, and on just to piggyback off of Fig, my last thing, and I'm really done. Definitely make sure y'all, like, as we're doing all this Black Lives Matter stuff and we're doing all this support for people,
that are going through struggles. We also remember to like speak up for the Black, like all the entire diaspora. It's not just in America. Like right now, we have the most ridiculous stuff going on. But like Darfur is another genocide. They have another crisis again. There was a crisis when I was in middle school,
right?
And now they're going through a crisis again. Like we need to stand up for our people all around the world, because when George Floyd got kneeled on, everybody from Africa to the Amish was standing up for us. We gotta stand up for all of them.
Say that.
So yeah, just keep that in mind. Like, be real for your people because they're riding for you.
Definitely, bro.
Facts.
Oh, well said. Yes, indeed. So you were in middle school what year?
So I graduated high school in 2013. So I had math from there 4 years before that.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, I was at least I want to say I was in like the second year of junior high when the Darfur first crisis happened. So around 2000 and like, well, when they talked about it was around 2007, 2006 when it started going south and out, and Darfur. It was way before that.
But I think you bring up a very, very good point about.
Sorry. My thing was unplugged. I was saying, yeah, the Darfur crisis, when it happened versus when we heard about it around 2006, 2007.
Got you.
But it was issues were pressing beforehand, and now they're with the latest Sudanese revolution that they had last year.
Yeah.
2008, or rather in 2018. There's a resurgence of people needing help in Darfur. Like, and even we're talking about that. We've been talking about like Yemen. Like, I know a lot of people who don't really care about like, and I know it sounds terrible, but this is how they think. Some people don't really care about issues that happen to Arab countries because they see it as just like being different. But if you watch the videos of people in Yemen who are struggling, they're all indefinitely black people.
Yeah,
like you can tell they are nappy-haired black Arab children who are struggling.
True. A lot of African people are in the south of Yemen. So I remember.
But that's all I got.
That's it. I appreciate that, Deem. Just such an important and relevant topic. I'm glad you brought that back up about the diasporic, global nature of how we kind of want to look at our present. Let me go ahead and wrap it up. So I do, without question, want to thank everyone for their support and for tuning in. Deem.
Yes, sir.
Okay. It just got a little bit noisy in your background.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just walked into the house.
That's okay. Are you able to mute?
Yeah, I can mute for you.
Just a moment. Thank you. Appreciate it. So yes, it's just been such a blast tonight for me. And I definitely want to thank everybody for their support and for tuning in. I really hope that you had a fun time with us. If you got questions, comments, or if you're interested in being a guest, you can DM me at Naquel Poetry. And again, shout out to our sponsor, CompuFix Solutions. You can visit them at compufix.net to book your on-demand remote support tech. And you can listen to the program on Anchor and Spotify, or you can just vibe with us live right here in the chat. But either way, I cannot wait to have you back at the PodPoets Lounge. If you want to support the show, you can do so. $ Naquel Poetry. And a special thanks once again. Please unmute yourselves. Once again to our guest artists for stopping by. Thank you so very much. And for being,
thank you, man.
For being such a beautiful light. Stay unmuted, please. Stay unmuted. From the Podbean tonight, I appreciate y'all so very much. It was a pleasure having you eat on the show, evidenced by the smile on my face. Stay safe, stay positive, have a good night, and take good care.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, y'all. Good night. Peace.
Peace, y'all.
Catch the PodPoets Lounge every other Saturday from 7 to 9 Eastern Time. Come stimulate your mind and relax it at the same time. And you don't want to miss these dope poets. Winners now get their poems featured in the Ink magazine's newest section, Spilled Ink. Follow the Ink Magazine to play exclusive trivia every month and tap in to your world of art, poetry, and spoken word. Listen on Spotify, Anchor, and Podbean live. Come grab a vibe. Kaboom!